Griffins' three-point shot.
The
following is a production of the Rough Rider broadcast team, a presentation of Watlington and Shires Productions. Northeast Texas Sports Network and Azalea Orthopedics present Northeast Texas Football, the 2023 season. Good evening, Rough Rider fans, and welcome back to the party here on KDET and streaming live here on YouTube with NETSN Live. In week one, we had a record-setting win against an old district foe. Then in week two, similar thing, different city, a 66-20 romp over another old district foe. Hello, everyone. At Griffins Stadium. And tonight, it's the multitasking counselors to Shire. We're running a camera, programming computer, and solving problems at an astonishing rate. Good evening.
Yes, hello, sir. And yes, I'm solving problems today, but here are two I'm not sure I can solve. First was the substitution question. How will we stop the streak in our front offense? 146 points. That is a problem. Next Coach Week's question. How will he stop the Griffins? They may have only offense as part of the civilization that moves even more.
And remember last year's Rough Rider Griffin game, the Griffin special teams defense and offense combined for a TD apiece before the game was 5 minutes old. We would score 42 points but lose by 4 touchdowns.
Like I said, they pose a problem. Well, what to do? We asked Coach Meeks about it before the game.
Defensively, we got to be ready to match their speed and tempo at which they're going to play the game. And we've got to play fast, communicate quickly, and run to the football. We know they're going to have yards, they're going to score points. So we're after 2 to 3 possessions that we can get them to pump on that place.
I'm going to jump ahead, Chris, and say that we just heard our Ray Jones keys to the game.
Yep, I agree, most likely. In the next 25 minutes, though, we'll get you ready for that game. We'll talk more to Rick Meeks, visit live with senior cheerleader Sarah Hall, and take you to the Center Motor Company neutral zone to meet quarterback Cash Cross. All that and lots more. That's a lot to do before 7:30, Counselor.
Well, actually, before 7, Chris.
Yeah, before 7. Yeah, we're kicking off early.
Yeah, welcome, everybody. It's the Cornerstone Balance and Therapy pregame show on KDET 9:30 a.m. Or find us on the YouTube with the new Northeast Texas Sports Network. It's Texas versus Louisiana. It's Shelby County versus North Desoto Parish. It's the Rough Riders versus the mythical Griffins. Next.
Before we stop in center.
Steve Tinkle at Center Tire Company knows time is money, and that's why when you get it at Center Tire Company, 880 Hurst Street in Center.
Shelby Veterinary Associates in Center understands that your pet's health is important, and they take every step to give your pet the best care. From preventative wellness exams to vaccinations, heartworm tests, and flea and tick pills. Ask Dr. Mark Jasson about the benefits of dental care for your pets to prevent infections and bad breath. Also offering a heartworm injection that prevents heartworms and lasts for 12 months. Shelby Veterinary Associates, treating your pets like the valued family members they are. Now carrying Simparica Trio.
Do the pregame brief before the injury.
All right, well, welcome back, everybody, to the pregame show today. Today is Friday, September the 8th. The Rough Riders versus the Griffins. How's it going today, Mr. Shires?
Going well. We'll get ready to see this ball game. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Now it says next on my script that we're supposed to take a Tammy Steptoe step next.
Technical difficulties getting on the air, but we are here now. So, looking forward to playing this football game. There's a lot of folks here for this game, and it's going to be a telltale. We got behind early last week. I'm curious to see what we're going to do this week. See what the defense, if we can get some defensive if we can get increased production from the defensive front.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my brief this week. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens.
All right. Do you want me to give a pregame brief? Or?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so last year, like Shire said, the the Griffins went up to a really quick lead in the first quarter due to some errors by the center Rough Riders. So this, this season, what we're trying to do is cut down on those errors. So that's going to be what we're looking at going forward, and that's what we're going to be hoping for in the future for the Rough Riders for this game, but also games to come, is to see if we are able to stay on the horse instead of letting the horse knock us off. Like a real Rough Rider should. We should stay on top of the game plan. You know what I mean? So, is that all we need to do for this, or?
Yeah, we've got a couple of technical things that I'm looking at right now.
All right.
Trying to get Chris Wellington on the phone.
Sounds good.
So we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a residential, lake, commercial, acreage, farm, or ranch property? This is Alma Jaimez, part of the home team at Town & Country Real Estate, and we have over 50 years experience in selling beautiful East Texas and are now licensed in Louisiana. I would love to assist you with all of your real estate needs, so please call me at 936-488-9988 or come by 114 Nacogdoches Street on the square in downtown center. Hablo Español.
Customer service is the #1 reason Matthews Realty is the real estate agency of choice in Shelby County. With an agent like Scott Foster, who grew up here, was raised in agriculture, and works daily to assist his clients, he's a clear advantage why you should use Matthews Realty. Buying or selling commercial property or poultry farms? Your first call should be to Scott Foster at Matthews Realty and Center. Their team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty at 598-7800 or visit MatthewsRealty.com.
Just joining us, Center Rough Riders versus the North DeSoto High School Griffins. Now, welcome to the booth, Zach Jepson. Zach, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, So,
Yeah.
Zach.
Yep.
We know what a Rough Rider is.
We do, but define it for me anyway.
A Rough Rider, we could go textbook with it, but I think really a Rough Rider is somebody who rides horses. Kind of like a cowboy, kind of that kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
What is a Griffin?
Well, a griffin is a mythical creature that has the body of a lion with the head of an eagle.
I see. So the question today, Zach,
Yep.
is who do you think could win in a fight, hypothetically? A Griffin or a Rough Rider? And I think I'll first ask you hand-to-hand, but then, so first off, hand-to-hand fight, who would win, Griffin or Rough Rider?
100% any day of the week, griffin.
I agree.
Yeah.
So what weapon do you think a Rough Rider would need to beat a Griffin in a one-on-one?
A really big gun.
I was thinking a Rough Rider, if you give him one of those cobalt baseball bats.
Yeah.
One of the juiced ones.
But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he had a juiced baseball bat, a griffin can still fly.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's a Griffin again? It's the body of a
lion with the head of an eagle, but it has wings.
So it's not the body of a lion.
It's like a lion with an eagle's head, and then you paste wings onto it.
Whoever was making a Griffin just got bored.
Yeah, they were really not okay.
So a Griffin has the head of an eagle, the body of a lion, and the wings of an eagle.
I guess, but they're...
And the Rough Riders have Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah. On horseback. Probably with guns.
Folks, you heard it here first. According to me and Zach, the only way a Griffin could lose in a fight to a Rough Rider is if they had a juiced baseball bat.
Yes.
Mr. Shires, are we going to have time to go to the cheerleader spotlight, or is that we're going to skip that?
Okay, y'all talk about what you think is going to happen in the game.
All right. We have gotten permission to talk about what we think is going to happen in this game.
What do we think is going to happen? I only know, I know a lot about Center, but the only thing I know about DeSoto, what is their
North
Griffins?
DeSoto,
Yeah.
the Griffins.
The only thing I know about the Griffins is that they also run a hurry-up offense. So just knowing that information, I'm going to say it's going to be a lot of points scored.
I agree. I would agree with that. A lot of points scored, and I think probably the thing that we need to focus on today, the thing that's going to be the biggest question, because when you're in a match like this where it's fast-paced, really back and forth, really high-powered offenses, what you need to have also is a good defense.
Yep.
So I think it's going to come down to which team is going to be able to stop the other team the most. And maybe even just 2 or 3 times could be the difference maker in this one. We have yet to see the Desoto defense, but what do you think about the center defense going into this game?
You know, they, in their first game, heck of a game.
Right.
Center scores 80 points to, who was it?
Tatum?
Tatum's 63.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at the score 63, you go, wow, that's a lot of points for
Yeah,
a football game.
that's exactly what I did.
But they turned around the next week and proceeded to turn that 63 into a 20.
Right.
And they only allowed 20 in their second game. So they've, in my opinion, have really improved in terms of a week-by-week basis. But this is going to be a really big game for them. I think it's, as you said, you know, their defense, their offense is proven. You know, they can get it done if they play the way they played the last 2 games. But if their defense can just hold on for a couple possessions, that might end up winning center of the game.
And see, I would agree with that. So this is a interstate matchup.
Yeah.
Which what that means right there, if there's a team from Texas, a team from Louisiana, the people that make the odds, the people who predict these kind of things, don't really have much common information to go on.
Yeah.
So even on the websites that we look at, this one's basically a toss-up.
Yeah. So
but I can tell you, they played last year.
Yeah.
And the word on the street for the Center Rough Riders is, we want another shot.
Yeah.
You know, they caught us by surprise the year before. You know, they're the guys from Louisiana. We're the Texas team. But the Louisiana team caught us by surprise last year, and then they went all the way to the state finals for Louisiana.
Yeah.
And we know that coming in. And we obviously have a very high-powered, focused team. So, again, we'll see if that's enough to get it over the hump. Not quite entirely sure. Now, we still have a lot of technical difficulties going on. We're trying to figure everything out. So, I guess the next question is, who on the Center Rough Riders offense do you think is the most important to contain if you are North DeSoto?
That is a great question. You know, to me, there's only 2 guys you need to focus on, and that is Dixon and Cash.
Right.
They have really been the centerpiece of this offense.
We're having latency issues, that's why it's skipping.
Okay.
I'm trying to fix it. That's why we're doing this.
This just in, latency issues. You know, whenever you go to a new place, the service, the Wi-Fi is a big part of us trying to set up, and we're having a little bit of trouble with the Wi-Fi right now. As far as you know, Mr. Shires, can our voices be heard, or is it
we're fine.
fine on the voices?
Skipping.
Okay.
Ah.
So, as you were saying, Zach, Cash Cross, Caden Dixon, those are the 2.
Yeah, and it's hard to say. You need to, from a defensive standpoint of DeSoto, you need to contain both of them. I don't think it's which one would you rather.
Yeah.
I think it's how do we somehow not let these guys score upward of 60 points on us. So for me, what I've seen and how center is played, that comes down to DeSoto's front 7. Can they contain Cash and not let him run? And can they stop the run?
Which places a large bit of emphasis on the option play.
Yes.
Because, and that's what we've been seeing for the Rough Riders, what has been tearing everyone up that we've been playing, is we just keep handing the ball off to Dixon, and when they key in on Dixon, we say, psych, we have Cash Cross, who's might be the second best runner on the field as well.
And who, by the way, is also able to make deep passes and
Yeah.
can
So-
run the offense in that way.
So he's handing the ball off, or he's holding on to the ball. And is he running, or is he going to throw it 50 yards down the field?
Exactly.
And is Lance Wilburn going to catch it and run it the rest of the way? So, again, a lot of weapons for the Rough Riders to play with. Mr. Wallington, welcome back to the booth.
Thank you. I was just down.
You're muted, remember?
I was just down on the field, hopefully getting a cheerleader interview, which didn't work.
And that's the second week in a row now.
No, it must be the universe talking to us. But I did get a cheerleader report, so I'm going to go ahead and give that now. This is the first year that you remember when tennis went from competing like they used to with the Texas Tennis Association to actually going to UIL.
I do remember that. I was in 8th grade.
Yeah. That's what the cheerleaders are doing. They're actually in UIL competition this year. They compete sometime around the middle of the year, and so this is all like the band, they're not just here ceremonially. They're getting ready for contests.
Really?
First time, so I'm anxious to kind of see how that changes things.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you know the answer to this question? What does the cheerleading UIL contest look like?
Something like the college one.
Okay, so
But-
the one that they've been doing already?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's existed. It's just it's relatively new, and this is our first year to join it. So
Wow.
whole new world. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
That's brought to you by Gaddy Medical Supply, and this is the Cornerstone Audio pregame show. Now then, as we are still here, we are going to, at this time, go to our area roundup.
Okay.
This is interesting. I want to get y'all's opinion on something.
Oh yeah.
First of all, let's do the center. Let's do the center district. We have no way of knowing what we're going to be as far as who's going to win tonight until we watch the game.
Yep.
There is no.
And that's what we were saying.
Yeah.
The odds has no common information from Louisiana to Texas, UIL to whatever their organization is.
But the rest of our districts playing Texas folks. Van at Lindale, pick them. They're so evenly matched. There's no favorite. Bullard is 11-point underdog to Quinlan Ford. Nope. Nope, that's not true. Bullard is supposed to beat Quinlan Ford. Carthage is supposed to beat San Antonio Cornerstone. Never heard of them before.
Is Carthage in San Antonio or is San Antonio in
San
Carthage?
Antonio came here.
Of course they did.
And 45-point favorites over the big school.
Oh wow.
Center, we don't know. Rusk is supposed to beat Athens, and Brownsboro is supposed to beat Maybank. So everybody in our district is supposed to win tonight. No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Now let's move over to the county. Timpson is playing Dangerfield. Dangerfield we play next week.
Dangerous.
Wow.
So Timpson and Center's about to have a common opponent.
A common opponent there.
Timpson is a 7-point favorite. If we were to play Dangerfield at home today, we would be
8?
4-point favorite.
Oh, man.
So Timpson is so well regarded; they are higher, as far as the predictions go, than people in 4A, because we're not pushover 4A either. All right, so that is the area roundup. We have done the cheerleaders. We've done the area roundup. And it's probably time for some ads.
Everything's fixed?
Yeah,
No.
we're ready to rock and roll. So play an ad, sir. We'll be right back with more of the Cornerstone pregame show.
Gaddy's Medical Supply is your one-stop shop for all your medical supply needs.
Jack Allen, where's my ankle wrap stuff for my sore ankle?
Your ankle wrap or your Kinesio wrap?
The old guy wrap.
Ah, the ankle wrap. It's in the top bathroom drawer.
Okay, thanks.
If you are recovering from an illness or an injury, Gaddy's Medical Supply can offer you the support you'll need.
Jack Allen?
Yeah?
Where did I put the raised toilet seat?
Check behind the door.
Right.
From crutches to canes to chairs, Gaddy's Medical is there for you.
Behind which door?
The hall bathroom, Dad?
Okay.
Okay, take care of yourself or someone you love with Gaddy's Medical Supply.
It's one of the great slogans, right? Just tell them James sent you. But when James Campbell sent you away from Campbell Portable Buildings, he wanted it to be something that met your needs, whether it was storage or some inside beautiful living area. They can take care of you at Campbell Portable Buildings, where your building matters. They say, go Riders.
What is your name and what position do you play?
Cass Cross, quarterback.
All right, what is the name that your teammates call you?
Cass.
All right, and what's the number on your jersey?
4.
4. All right, what's the hardest part about getting ready for a new season?
Practice, 2 days. Heat.
All right, last year's Rider had a good season, so do you think it could be even better this season?
Yes, I feel like we worked harder this summer, way harder than last year. So I feel like we can be even better.
All right, name a player you looked up to when you were younger.
Player, Artasia.
Good one.
All right, and which team would you say is Center's biggest rival?
Carthage.
What would be the number 2 rival after Carthage?
Yeah, Russ.
Okay,
Russ.
I like that.
All right, thank you. You're out of the neutral zone.
Thank you.
Born into the inventory, and if you don't find exactly what you want, he'll find it for you. Ford and Center Motor Company, going farther. Coach, another game with lots of points, and I think you were proud.
It was. I thought we played well on both sides of the ball. Saw some energy on the defensive side, which resulted in some turnovers, and our young kids kind of growing up. So
the other team scored some points and they gained some yards. That could not be the worst team in the league.
No, not even close. Not even close. They're, Coach Johnson has done a phenomenal job with them, and they are a lot better 12 months from where they were. And the other part is the type of offense they run. I mean, that offense is going to gain yardage. It's complicated to stop, and they're good at running it. I mean, they do a good job of hiding the ball, and they use all three of the triple option effects of the flex bone. And they did a good job with it. So, they're by no means the worst team in 4A.
If they are, look out.
Correct. That is true.
And then as we turn our attention to tonight with these Griffins, I don't even know how you get yourself ready for a Griffin, first of all. But last year I watched from a hospital room I couldn't keep up with it. I had a screen. All I had to do was put my fingers out and do that, and they were faster. I feel like they run the offense that we want to run, and I think that in a year we've gotten to be where we run it as well as they do. What do you think?
I agree. They're very well coached. Coach Dunn does a phenomenal job with them, and anybody that keeps up with high school football in this area, even across the border, knows Dennis Dunn's history when he was at Evangel and the run that he had there, and the college game at Louisiana College. So he's done a phenomenal job, and we're going to have our hands full again with them this week. I do think we are better offensively, and that's been a big key for us this week. Just talking to the guys about how fast that game truly started. I mean, opening kickoff was run back for a touchdown. We fumble our first snap. We do stop them, but then we get the ball back and fumble it right back to them in the end zone, and they score. Kick off to us. We go 3 and out. They block a punt, scoop and score it. We're 5 minutes into the game. It's 21-0, and we've got to be ready to match their intensity from the start. And if we'll do those things, then we could potentially have a good night. But it's a good test for us early in the season, one that we need, and ready to see how our kids respond.
All right, Coach, thanks. Evans' three-point shot. It's a powering shot, baby. The following is a production of the Rough Rider broadcast team, a presentation of Watlington and Shires Productions. All right, Ray Jones keys to the game, counselor. What are they?
Don't get down 21-0.
That would help.
I think we're going to have to play. Like I said in my abbreviated, kind of discombobulated pregame brief, because we were starting to try to get this thing fixed. Just the defense. I want to see the defense play better tonight.
And try to make. I think 2 stops might win it. As good as these offensive are, we'll just see which defense makes a stop. That was the Cornerstone pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff right after this. Balance and therapy at the 4-way stop in Center. Rough Rider Athletics. Let's get it started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, that's the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff introductions. We get ready here as the Riders are going to kick off here tonight to these Griffins. I'll turn it over to Chris Wallington for the call.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shires. It's a low bouncing kick. They pick it up and they run from about the 30 to the 40 right through the middle of the defense of the Rough Riders. If you're on the radio and they're away white and purple, all white and purple letters. The Griffins, that's mythological beast, are blue and red. What pro team do they kind of look like? The Giants, kind of?
I thought you said protein. I'm sorry.
They got the stripes on their shoulder pads, kind of like the Ole Miss does.
Okay. Yeah, Ole Miss. We'll take that. First down and 10. The track meet's about to begin. Going left to right as you look at your radios. First play. Handoff right up the middle. Rough Rider defense slows the runner down at the line of scrimmage. He breaks forward for a few, gets about 5 yards to the 50-yard line, Mr. Keaton.
Met the first man he saw, drug him a couple of yards, but then we drug him down too.
2nd and 5. Same play. Different runner. He is met at 3 yards in, lowers his head, and bowls across the first down marker. Ball is going to, well,
nope,
he's not. He's across midfield, but it's 3rd down and a little less than a yard. The Rough Riders have a chance here. There's the snap, real fast. Same play right up the middle. This time he gets all the way through. He's hit the first time by one of the safeties and helped by the other safety. 3 plays, 3 different results.
3 plays, 3 very, very good results for the Griffins. And on that play, if you didn't notice, the referee almost made the tackle.
He lowered his shoulder. I thought he was going to really commit. First down from the 28. This time it's a fake up the middle and a handoff around to number 21. He's their best player. He's around the end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down. They're in the State Farm Chris Mayfield red zone, Mr. Keaton.
Yeah, concerning right there. We were just talking about how the defense needs to be able to stop the rush and stop the Griffins, and they have stopped them so far, but they're on the 4-yard line.
First and goal from the 4. There's the hand right up the middle. It takes a little step to the right and is brought down immediately by number 21, Cody Atkinson, who had all the tackles last week, our defensive player of the game last week, makes a play for really no gain.
Good stop there by the Rough Riders, but you've got to do that 3 more times if it's going to mean anything. And 2nd down upcoming for the Griffins.
And they're establishing that run up the middle. All they have to do is fake it, and you have to commit to stop it, so it makes it difficult. There is the handoff to the right. He's hit about the goal line, but he falls through. Atkinson unable to stop it, and it took 5-6 plays, but the Griffins score on the first possession.
Just for you to understand, the Rough Rider Band has not finished playing its first song.
That's
going to be one of those.
We ready. Oops, they scored.
They were ready to.
Pretty fast, Shires. Is this what you remember from last year?
Yes,
same
very
kind
much
of thing.
so.
But at least last year they scored on the kickoff return. So at this point in the game, I think they were already up by 14-0. The snap is there. The kick is through. It wasn't impressive looking, but good enough for the point. 7-0. The Griffins open up the early lead with 10:34 to go. We'll be right back with the second Shelby Savings Bank kickoff right after this.
This is a hamburger. And this, friends, is a Whataburger. A fresh 100% beef patty so big it can only fit on a 5-inch bun. Oh, there's another. Someone's going for a double. Maybe it'll be topped with melted cheese and, oh my goodness, grilled onions and grilled jalapenos. I'm not sure the speakers can handle any more sizzle. Good thing you can do more than just hear the difference. Good thing there's Whataburger.
All right, everybody. Time for the second Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. And it's exactly the first possession was exactly what we thought, except no passes. It was all done on the run, mostly between tackles, setting up the around the end. The kicker is number 85. Ryan Loveridge kicks off. It gets to the 20. Rough Riders are going to return it, going sideways. Brought down, well, he stays up, but he ran sideways and really never got anything. Maybe lost yards. The Rough Riders will start just shy of the 20-yard line. Flag on the play. First what a penalty, Keaton.
Yeah, you know, on those kind of plays, it's just really tantalizing to get outside, turn it upfield, and you do that by running sideways for a little bit, hoping that maybe you can find a little bit of space. That time, no space to speak of, really.
A lot of times it works, not that time. But usually when the flag falls there, it's a penalty on the returning team, which would not be what we need. And it looks like they're going to back it up. Well, Shire's last year on the first, I might want to say it. I don't want to jinx it. We had bad things happen from the beginning that put us in a disadvantage.
Really just asking for it on that one.
Against a team that is so explosive, we stacked the deck against us, and that's happening to some degree now with the ball at the 9-yard line, 1st and 10.
Penalty was holding, by the way.
Okay. So Cash cross to Caden Dixon. It's been good so far. He stopped when he goes left. He goes right. He breaks through to the 20. He's still on his feet. He lowers his head and breaks through 5 or 6 players. It's good for a Ray Jones. First down.
That right there, you could see that he was hungry to get that ball.
Yep.
And, you know, looking for daylight, he found it.
Second snap, second handoff. Dixon to the left, around the end. He is ankle tackled at the 30 after an 8-yard gain by number 1, Lake Bates. Good play. Your Toledo Automotive starting lineup in the backfield. Cash, Cross, Caden Dixon. They have been a 1-2 punch so far. It's as good as any we've ever had. Second down and a long 3. Fake to Dixon this time. Looking wide open. Lance Wilbur catches the ball at the 30. It's the 20. He's going to outrun his man, and it only took us 4 plays, Keaton.
Only 4 plays for the Rough Riders. The Griffins have not finished playing their song.
That's right. If the fake worked, when you have Caden Dixon, you have to respect it. But Lance Wilbur's the fastest man on the field.
But I do want to give props to the cornerback that got beat on that play. Dove at the very last second, hoping to drive him in. Yeah. Passionate play right there. That's what you want to see.
No give up. So it took the Rough Riders about 1 minute of clock time to score the first touchdown. And our place kicker, who's been so good so far, even has a 41-yard field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good. So just like that, it's 7-all. And the race
is on, baby.
Is off. Here we go. We'll be right back with more. The third Shelby Savings Bank kickoff before we get to 9 minutes.
All right. It's time for the third Shelby Savings Bank kickoff of the game, Chris Wallace.
Take a Tammy step-toe step to the computer. What are you seeing, Shire?
A lot of offense.
Mm-hmm. And you can already tell it's that prediction, 1 or 2 stops probably win the game. Right to left as the Rough Riders kick off from the 40. Both teams looking for some defense. Here we go. This kick is up and away. It's going to go to the 5-yard line. Here comes the return to the 20. Meets the white jerseys. The white jerseys get him, and there's a fumble, I think.
Yes.
But
nobody's excited about it.
So. Yeah, so probably not a fumble.
The ball carrier, I think, fumbled and it bounced right back up to him. Well, no. The return, I couldn't see his number, but it was a 2-digit number. Lake Bates, number 1, was the one that threw the ball to the referee, so he recovered it.
So, I mean, that's just kind of what you need to happen if you're the Rough Riders, and you know that your defense is not going to be able to make a stop. You need errors like that and special teams to push the game over the edge.
Would sure help.
Right there almost happened for the Griffins. We'll see what continues to happen later.
First handoff right up the middle, met by the interior line. Several Rough Riders on that one. Number 57, the Rough Riders, the first one to get there. Short gain of 2.
Yeah, right there, he ran into a stone wall, I guess you could say.
Nicely done. This time the handoff around the left side. He gets around the corner, and he's off. He's to the 50. He's to the 40. He's to the 30. They're giving chase. Might get him. They catch him at the 8-yard line. He falls at the 9.
Right there, that's what we call a shoestring tackle.
Literally.
Yeah. If he hadn't gotten his finger in that loop-de-loop, then that would be 6 points. Instead, a finger being the difference for 6 points right there.
Dude needs to tie a shoe. First, and, well, they're going to mark that at further than I thought. First and goal at about the 7 instead of the 9.
Go ahead and tell me how much time's left on the clock.
Well, it still hadn't got to 9 minutes.
9 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna be a long game.
It's that day. Wait, they blocked it down. They had containment, and it was off to the races. Handoff right up the middle. Number 26 is tripped. He's drugged down. Did he make it across the line? It's close. He did. He was brought down by the Rough Riders.
Almost had a defender that was capable of grabbing him from behind and pulling him back out of the end zone, and he almost had that, but forward momentum was enough for him to get in 6 on that one.
Senior Tristan Hopper was the one who got across the goal line, and it is at almost exactly 9 minutes that we had our 3rd touchdown.
Snap. Play is blown dead. Flag on the play. Offsides on the Rough Riders.
Uh-oh. They move it halfway down the 1. Did he go for 2?
Yeah. I think it would be pretty tempting.
But again, this is going to be a track meet. It's going to come down to just a couple of inches. So, do you risk not getting the 2-point conversion and being 1 point behind for the rest of the time?
For the rest of the game.
Or do you go for it and risk being ahead by 1 point for the rest of the game?
You have spoken truth. That's what they're thinking. Absolutely.
I would go for 2 because the teams have, and they are going for 2. Because I think that's going to be the biggest difference. I mean, will they force us to try to go for 2?
Yeah.
It's very possible the game will be decided by the extra point kicker or the point after in some way if this pace keeps up. Call it, Mr. Keaton.
2-point conversion now. Play is beginning now. He hands it off to the right side, and he stumbles his way into the end zone despite the Rough Riders' best efforts.
First off, that was an old-fashioned full house backfield.
That what that's called? Full house?
It's a full house. You have the halfback, the fullback, you have the
other guy,
of course, and you have the other halfback.
Yeah.
You just don't see that, or sometimes an H-back.
Maybe Louisiana hasn't made it to the 20th century yet, or 21st century.
I think this is the 21st century team. I just think you just don't see the full house backfield that much.
Yeah.
You see them stacked. They were in the traditional T formation on that, with the quarterback and then 3 across. A lot of times you see the full house backfield in different formations, but not that. So
interesting point. The Griffins have yet to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Scored twice on only run plays. So we have that to look forward to. I'm sure it will be happening very soon.
That's what they said, is that last year it was a run-heavy attack with an occasional pass. They have shown more pass as of late, but as long as you're having this kind of success, why would you?
If the run's working, why deviate from what's working? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's go to the kickoff now as the kicker kicks it. It's going to be booming down to the 16-yard line. It bounces past the Rough Rider returner, who picks up the ball and is running from the 3 and then fumbles it, and it is a touchdown for the Griffins.
Again.
It's hard to explain what's going through your head in that moment. You let it roll past you, then you pick it up, and then you run sideways, allowing for the strip touchdown.
I think you pick it up and you down it, and you get it at the 25.
Because now you can do that, right? I mean, it's easy. You just down it, and wherever you down it, you get to the 25.
The Griffins have now scored a touchdown running and on special teams before throwing a pass. 3 touchdowns before 1 forward pass.
And that was exactly what Coach talked about in his keys to the game. On offense, just don't give up the turnover. Well, that wasn't on offense. That was special teams, but it works just the same. So down now by 2 touchdowns.
Snapped. Extra point is through the uprights, making the score now 22-7.
All right. What happened just then is we didn't go to commercial and we haven't popped a pepper. We'll be back and do both of those things.
Automotive Collision Specialist has proudly served you since 1985. The Jefferson family is proud to support high school football and all students that participate in each game. Keith reminds you that if you're in an accident, you have the right to have your automobile repaired at the shop you choose. The Automotive Collision crew is iCar certified, and they're your source for auto body repairs. Quality, service, and trust is what they build their reputation on. One satisfied customer at a time. Automotive Collision Specialist, proud to support all area schools and students.
Rough Rider Athletics. Let's get it started. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's kicked to the Rough Riders. This time they field it. Going up field to the 30. Knocked down there, and that's where they'll begin the game. That was Jermaine Hunter, who's had some good returns so far this year.
That was a good return right there, especially juxtaposed to the one before it. You know, we'll take that all day.
Yeah.
If you can end up on the 30-yard line, that's a great place to start a drive, but the other end zone is not.
I concur. So the Rough Riders only their second possession, but they're already down by 2 touchdowns due to that fumbled kickoff return. Handoff to Dixon. He's to the 30. He's hit first at the 34, and he goes down. Got a little bit of help. Number 11 hit him first, kind of collared him. That's Dale Howard, and then Coronado Davis got him at the waist, but still good for 5.
Second down.
And handoff to Dixon. They had it blocked. He's gotten to the 40. It's a first down. He turns upfield. He'll get about 11 yards across the 45 to the 46. He's earning his money today. These tackles are a lot harder than the ones he found in the first 2 weeks.
First down.
But it is a Ray Jones first down. There's the snap. Another one to Dixon this time. Well, up the middle. He bounces around. Now he's going to the left. They're chasing him, though. He breaks through. He turns around. 3, 4, 5. Griffins, however many Griffins it takes to tackle a Dixon, we just figured it out. And I think he may have gone all the way for a first down. He did.
I have found my role in this fast-paced offense, what a color announcer should do. I'm just going to say the down, and I'll let you talk in between because I don't really have time to say anything else.
It's hard to work anything in. Here's the snap. They fake it this time. Looking downfield. Cross decides to keep it and run. He is going to gain about 1, maybe 2 yards as he was scurrying away. Good coverage downfield. Gain of 1.
Second down. See, I'm getting the hang of it now.
But how about that Olympic effort from Dixon?
Yeah, just a monster play by Dixon, and underrated monster play by Cross as well. You know, he was falling down for that entire time, but still managed to get a gain.
Here's the handoff to the right to Dixon. He makes a cut. He goes across the grain. He's moving backwards now. He's scooting forwards. He gets almost to the 30. That would be close to the first down marker, and a late flag comes in as Dixon's helmet comes off.
Be interested to see what that flag is, but before that, really good run by Dixon. He was bobbing and weaving all over the field. I mean, most people run in straight lines. Good runners run in zigzags. Caden Dixon is inventing new shapes with these runs.
Well, Shires, this gives us a chance to play the offensive goals from Rick Meeks, as he told them to me yesterday.
We got to protect the football. We've done a good job of that through 2 weeks. We've only had 1 turnover, and that's got to be our mindset this week. We cannot give them any more possessions than they're already going to get. So.
All right, that's our offensive goals. We're going to have a face mask on the Griffins. Going to give the Riders 1st and 10. Deep, we're in the red zone.
Yeah, we are just inside the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone by about 2 yards. Ball on the 18. 1st and 10. A new running back in as Dixon had to get his equipment fixed.
Nicely
Edwards.
blocked.
Very nicely blocked and good run there. It's only going to go for about 3 or 4 yards, but again, as we've been saying all year, that is a scheduled play. As long as you are moving 4 yards down the field, that's fine. We'll take that.
Stay on schedule. Well said. On 2nd down, Cross keeps it. I don't know if he did it on purpose. He's dancing around. Yes. He's made a bunch of people miss, but they keep pushing him backwards as they miss, and so it's going to end up being a loss on the play, and that will count as a sack.
They never tackled him, but he gave up the 4 yards that we just got. So now it's 3rd down and 10. It's like we never moved in the first place.
And that is the first real chance for either defense to make a play. In fact, it may be 3rd down and 11.
3rd down and 11 now.
Dixon's back in the game. They snap the ball, and everybody stops. A timeout on the play. It's a penalty of some sort.
3rd down and 17.
There's going to be an illegal motion on the Rough Riders.
And I heard the announcer say all the crowd noise may have played a factor, and that may have. We can't really hear it where we are, but a lot of folks here from both schools.
Yeah, full bleachers right now, full stadium.
The big 3rd down. They hand off to Dixon. He's got 5 of it. He breaks through. He's got across the 10-yard line. He's now where it's manageable. If he didn't make the 1st down, he got close.
So is this 4th down, right? So do you go for it, right, or do you go for the field goal?
Where it's marked, it's going to be about 4th and 7. I think, yeah.
I mean, we have a kicker that can make this kick.
but down 2 touchdowns.
Against a team we know is going to score the next time they get the ball. I think you got to go for it. So really big play upcoming now for the Rough Riders.
It is a big play. The Rough Riders have traveled 63 yards. We'll see if they can keep it alive. They hand off to Dixon. He hits a big hole made for him. He is close to the first down. I think he's across it. Now he's fighting for the touchdown.
Bang! That was amazing.
Dude, that was well blocked. Dixon got right behind the big nasty right guard, left guard, and just got in his hip and did not dip and got the first down.
I was I'm standing back in the booth and I heard the center coaches say, "Pull him, just pull him across."
That's what it did. Oh, it was huge. Did you get the number of the big offensive lineman, Mr. Charles?
Let me see how they line up here. I believe it was number 77 for the Rough Riders. We got something on the field. Where are they?
And on my roster, 77 is not listed. 75 is Osvaldo Diaz. It might have been.
It could have been Diaz because Diaz. That's who Coach pointed out in the Rick Meek show. I'm trying to figure out there's something.
Yeah, we're walking it back as if maybe
some kind of penalty.
Is it after the score?
No.
That wasn't a score, but.
Well, I mean, it was after the play. So it's 4th down and do it over, and I don't know why. Boy, coaching staff not happy with that. Sharing.
I heard the coaches say that it had to do with the sideline assisting in the play. I think the ref saw maybe some kind of extracurricular activity by the coaches. But.
Well, that brings up then 4th down and timeout. We got to make a plan, and I guess we probably ought to do the same thing. Big moment here. We thought we had the first down. Now we got 4th and long. We'll be right back. Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a 3rd generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
So here we go. 4th down and 12. Already made the first down once. Had to back it up, do it again. First time was 4th and 7?
4th and 7. This time it's 4th and 12.
Yeah, odds not in our favor. Let's see what happens. There's a jump, and I think it's going to be what a penalty. We'll see if they were drawn across. I saw the Griffin move.
We're going to get 5 of it back.
Okay. So now it's 4th down and 7, just like it was originally.
Hard to explain the sequence of events that have gone to make this happen.
But it's been no times moved. No. It's exactly halfway through the first quarter, and we've played a game, half a game on this second.
There are schools that have a final score of 22-7 by the end of it.
Mm-hmm. Pie is on the scoreboard. 22-7.
I get that.
Here's
it.
The snap. Another
one.
Hand off to Dixon. This play's not stopped. He's going to get across the 5. Is he going to get to the first down marker for the Ray Jones first down? It looks like he is.
He does.
There should be an offside. They were clearly offsides there.
Yeah.
There is a penalty though, and it's marked against the Rough Riders. They said the Rough Riders drew them off, so this will be the second.
No, they're calling a holding.
A hold? Oh.
Come on, ref.
Yeah. Come on, ref. Interesting turn of events here. You ever seen anything like this recently, or?
Not recently. We've seen it a lot, but it's been a while where everything seems to be kind of stacked up against you. Now the ball's back to the 25, and it's 4th down and
17.
Or 18. Yeah, that's making it difficult. But in a game like this, even though our kicker could make it, there's really no reason to do that.
Yeah, especially after, it seems like we want to make a statement now. Like, we're going to get this play.
Looking to pass. He has some time. Now he moves to his left. He's going to throw it into the end zone. He's got a lot of people in the way, and it's intercepted and brought out of the end zone, which probably shouldn't have been. They shouldn't have done it, but
just fine. We'll take it. He intercepts it in the end zone, takes it out of the end zone. That right there is a magnificent arm punt.
That's right.
Well, you know that the ball bounced around quite a bit. That was crazy.
Yeah.
If we had replay, we'd look at it. It bounced around so much that a Rough Rider had a chance, but it didn't go our way. And so even though the Rough Riders have had the ball most of the game now, they scored in 3 plays. Second offensive possession, they cover most of the field, and they get the first down twice. And then penalties bring it back, and finally,
well, Cash had to throw it. That was just too far to scramble.
Too far to run. That's right. A good decision.
First down.
Here we go. We'll see what they got. The handoff is right up the middle. The gain is right up the gut, and it's going to be close to a first down, not quite. A gain of 9, 8, second and 2.
It's a really good run there by the Griffins.
Ness first pass, looks to his right, nothing there, looks to his left. Now he throws deep, and it's caught. It looked like we had a safety right in position, but he just gave up on the run. Misjudged it, and that's their best player. Their prospect is number 21.
There's a water penalty on the play.
Cole Corey.
And it's holding on the Griffins.
Well,
so
okay.
Let's hold on just a second. We're coming back.
That seems to be the story. That's what I like to do. I like to find the underlining story of the game. It seems like the story this time is penalties.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
But I think we had Jermaine Hunter about one step, a poor decision away from negating that penalty and saying, we'll take the ball.
And good that we got that back, because our backfield really messed that one up. That should have been at least an incompletion, probably more.
Not an interception.
Yeah.
It's back from where it was marked, second down and 12 now. Ball's handed up off the right side. Good, low tackle. In waiting was number 11 for the Rough Riders, Jeremiah Ratcliffe, the junior. Well tackled. Third down and 9, an opportunity to get this ball back.
Third down.
Third down. They're already lined up. Three trips left. They now are trying to get the Rough Riders to move.
Trips left and then a single back, so we're at 3-1.
And they're looking to throw, and they've thrown. Ball's in the air.
That should be picked.
Intercept. No.
Incomplete.
It looked like the same play.
I mean, he really wanted that one. You could see him get mad at the grass there at the end of the play. But
well, no, we got – who was that?
Jermaine Hunter was the –
No, I'm talking about the player that caused the play. We lowered the boom on the quarterback and caused him to throw a duck.
I didn't see it.
Point is, an incomplete pass leads to a punt. A punt leads to our possession if we do everything correctly. So while the interception would have been a lot cooler on the stat sheet, it is still our possession should everything go as planned.
Yeah.
That's right, and very possible.
I thought it was number 30. Do we have a number 30?
I believe we do. Let me check. There's the punt. Ball's in the air. It's a good punt. Rough Riders take it at the 45, trying to get to midfield. Still running. Now he's going backwards. And he gets around the end, but never really makes it upfield. He gets to midfield.
Again, really tantalizing to extend your play, try to find that daylight there.
Sometimes it's better just to get up the field and
just
get what you can.
Take what you can get. Not every play is designed to be a touchdown, and maybe that's something that we'll learn with a little bit more time.
Steyer's number 30 is Jose Marquez, sophomore.
That's the number I thought I saw, but we're going to go ahead and give him credit. But he came through and made the quarterback throw it before he wanted to, and there was too much air in it. That's why it looked like it could get picked.
Hand off to Dixon. He's across the 50, the line of scrimmage. He spins off of 2 tacklers. How does he keep moving? He doesn't gain much after he's first hit, but it takes everybody to bring him down. Eventually, the tackle number 99.
It's like Dixon will get hit, and then he'll just kind of stand there for a little bit until another player can come to bring him down. Just a man among boys right there.
Snap, fake, cross, steps up. Now he has a little bit of space to run. He's getting to the 40. That's the Ray Jones first down. To the 35, the 30. He goes all the way across the field, and a late flag where there was really nobody over there except for blue jerseys. Surely this won't be on the Rough Riders as he was pushed out of bounds across the field near the red zone.
Did you see that stiff arm there that our quarterback laid on that defensive play?
Well, Maybe that was illegal. Maybe they didn't like that. Maybe you don't do that in Louisiana. We'll see. What's the penalty?
There is a penalty against the Rough Riders.
Well, almost every time something good has happened since the first drive, you just start looking for the Wada penalty, where the Wada flag. This one's going to come back a long way.
Did anyone catch what that penalty was?
No, there's
It was down the field, so we're going to replay it's going to be second down. No, it's still a first down.
Okay.
So it's going to be first and 10.
The penalty happened after we made the first down, so it just brings it back. Ball on the 38 instead of the 18. It's a 20-yard penalty, though, so it's significant, but it is first down.
First down.
Ray Jones first down.
First down. That's my job, is to say.
Well, we have
another penalty.
Offsides. They called it an offsides on
the Griffins.
On the Griffins. I saw. Well, that's what the line judge did. He gave the offsides sign.
And I never saw him move. I thought maybe he's lined up offsides, but we didn't snap it. So, and all of the calls are going. This week we're on the visitor side, so the referee turns away from us to give the calls. We'll be doing some guessing tonight. 1st and 5, though.
First down again.
Ball on the 34, fake to Dixon.
Screen.
Looking back to screen pass to Dixon. Boy, he's
well done by their linebacker.
Yeah.
Number 43, I believe. You got their roster?
Yeah, 43 was making the hit, and we had already said it was down. Bryce Evans, a freshman.
Hold on, or maybe it's 30. I don't see a 43 there. It might be 35.
Yeah, it could be.
Either way, they had that play read, and they had Dixon behind the line of scrimmage, but he pushed forward and got us an extra yard from what it would have been on the loss there. So
2nd down and 8. This time they just hand it off, following a blocker. Now he's in trouble, tries to reverse his field, can't do it. It takes 5 people to run him down, but he's going to end up gaining nothing and maybe losing.
Losing a lot.
Well, let's see where they mark it.
Yeah. It should be marked way further up than where they have the ball now.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, marking it close to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 3rd down and a good solid 9. Well, call it 8.
3rd down and 8.
Of course, 4 down territory here, definitely.
Yeah, and it's so much fun to watch Caden Dixon work. I mean, he should have been down after the first hit, but it took 5.
Absolutely. Fake.
Good
cross,
protection.
plenty of perfection. Going downfield, has a man in the end zone, and that is another touchdown.
Oh, that was well done. That was beautiful.
Just a beautiful play there by Cash and Wilburn.
Another one to Wilburn. That's his 2nd. At some point, Wilburn's got to get some attention for player of the game.
I think this might be his chance. I mean, because when you see a ball coming in like that, I've never played any organized football, but that's nerve-wracking seeing that come in, just trying to keep your concentration. And he's done it twice now.
Sometimes the easy ones. Never going for 2. And it's called dead because of a Wada penalty. More penalties today than the other 2 games combined as of that one, by my count. Been a pretty clean season up until today.
On the bright side, it's taken so long with the penalties going back and forth that there's only 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah,
so
we're kind of back on game schedule.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be against the Riders, and it's because they're bringing in the kick specialist. Don't want to go for 2 when the ball's on the 7. It'll be a 25-yard extra point. His 2nd longest attempt of the year. We'll see what happens. High snap. Going to be difficult.
Amazing.
But amazingly, he gets it through.
Just that right there is my candidate for the play of the game, just as far as difficulty.
Hats off to the holder for sure. We'll be right back, y'all. We have a 1-touchdown game.
Toledo Automotive Supply of St. Augustine has parts and supplies for cars, pickup trucks, and commercial trucks, even farm and agriculture. If you're needing hydraulics and heavy-duty filters or brakes and shoes, this is your one-stop shop. Toledo Automotive Supply of St. Augustine stocks popular brands of parts, tools, and accessories, and they have parts for marine and farming equipment. Owners David and Sherry Nettles and staff provide top-quality customer service at Toledo Automotive Supply of St. Augustine, just a short drive at the intersection of Highways 96 and 21.
Rough Rider Oil and Lube, they understand 2 very important things. First, you and your family spend a lot of time in your vehicle, so you need to take good care of that vehicle so it can take care of you. That's the specialty of Rough Rider Oil and Lube, protecting the engine that gets you where you need to go. Second, Rough Rider fans, they deserve the very best, so you're always welcome at Rough Rider Oil and Lube.
Our buddy, welcome back. This is what Shelby Savings Bank kickoff? Was this 5?
This is 5, and then you're counting the first one 6.
6.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm getting pumped up in the booth right now.
Your boy Keaton Watlington is ready to go out and lead cheers. He's pumped up. Big kick right to left, goes to the corner. Perfect kick.
Oh, nice. Maybe we can make him pay for this.
10, 20, 25. He makes a cut, and he gets across, and they're back to the 30. That seems to be where they start.
I'm disappointed that you said go out and lead some cheers and didn't say go out and play some football.
Well, given what you were just doing just then, I don't think would work on the field. But
I think Rough Riders could use that. I mean, I've got some fancy footwork. I'd be really good threat on the field. First down now for the Griffins, and you can take it away.
And coming off of a defensive stop, the Rough Riders have made the stop, but they prefaced it by committing a turnover that resulted in a score. Down by 1 touchdown. Handoff around the right side, turns upfield. He's caught across the 35-yard line. He's going to be brought down near the first down marker.
Yeah, and that's just, you can't have that. You can't have that work. If you're you need to be making stops, I guess, to use less words.
And the guard and tackle had a block, had a hole just enough for him to get through. On second down, hit at the line of scrimmage, lowers his shoulder. He's eventually brought down by several Rough Riders. The one on the bottom of the pile is number 14 for the Rough Riders.
But it's going to be enough for a first down.
Going to be enough for a first down.
Smith is stopped. For those of you on the radio, I forget, you don't have a scoreboard. My apologies. It's 22-14.
15. Or 14. Yeah, you're right.
And the Griffins are up by now 8. On the play, it's a curl pattern. It's caught, but his knee was down. So
that's their first completed pass for the game, by the way.
Your late first quarter, 22-14. First down, made some 6 yards. Second 4. The snap, the handoff right up the middle. He's hit immediately. He breaks a tackle. He gets to midfield. He stretches forward. Several Rough Riders on the tackle. Number 57 is going to be the one I give credit for on that.
Here's a big play coming up, 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1. Brandon West on that stop, trying to get the Rough Riders off sides. They didn't bite. Now he looks to the left to get the play from Coach Dunn, a man who knows Ricky Meeks and Rick's dad. And the snap, right up the middle, easy first down, gets more than he needs by a lot. Needed to get to the 49, got across to the 44.
This is the first really traditionally methodical drive we've seen so far. Just play by play, pushing the ball up the field. Doesn't matter if they're not all big gains, if they're all gains.
But here's a pass. They fake it, going downfield, long. Good coverage. Somehow or another, number 21 for the Griffins with triple coverage comes up with the catch and goes out of bounds at the 2. Shires, I don't know how to explain that. There were people all over the ball, but it ended up being just a perfect pass.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call that a perfect pass and more of an error by our cornerbacks. They should have been able to make a play on that ball. They had the chance. They just kind of stepped out of the way of the ball, and it magically fell into the receiver's hands.
What it looked like.
Can't let that happen if you're going to be able to stop the Griffins from doing things like that.
Number 21 is a college prospect. He's their best player. He's not particularly big, but he's fast and very skillful. And I heard that from all the coaches, as well as the Griffins coach. His name is Cole Corey. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. Yeah. It's number 26 again, and he's in for the score.
That touchdown only coming in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
32 seconds to go to the break. It's 28-14, and they're coming in for the extra point.
I guess 1 minute and 30-second drive is progress.
I think that was a 6-play, 70-yard.
The defense got the stop, when we needed one. Otherwise, it would have, we could have been up more. So, but we're going to need a couple more stops.
Yeah, but since we traded a stop for a turnover that was on the 1-yard line, an easy score for them, we kind of spotted them one, which is you can't really do. Last year, though, we spotted them 3. So better so far. Late first quarter lining up for the extra point. And there it is, up and good. So it's 29-14 here late first quarter. We've seen a lot of offense. We've even seen a little defense. We'll be back for some more of that right after this. You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the housewarming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
Ray, welcome back. We got 32 seconds to go here in the half, or sorry, in the quarter. Time for 2 more touchdowns.
Yeah, at least 2.
This is going to be, I mean, it's just a kickoff, but it's a really big play for the Rough Riders to see if, frankly, if we can hold on to the ball. And I think that's going to be my key to the second half when we get to that point. It's a little too soon for that now, but take it away with the kickoff.
Left to right, the navy blue clad Griffins are kicking it, and they kick it low and bouncy. It's fielded right up against the 40, but did the Rough Riders ever actually fall on it? They were really struggling to get on the ball. Looks like they did.
Did they? Okay.
So it ended up being a good return, ball on the 42-yard line.
You know, I mean, there wasn't a lot of running involved in that play, but we'll take it right there.
Heart attack special teams. That took all of 5 seconds, and the Rough Riders have 27 seconds left in the first period. At the break, we will go to the Batters Law Firm area scoreboard. Man, our first quarter scoreboard, there's not a lot of scores because we started 30 minutes early.
Yeah, that right there is a classic ambush tactic by the Griffins. Just try to catch us off guard. Didn't catch us off guard. First down and 10.
Almost worked. Hand off to Dixon. He's right through. He hasn't been touched yet. Across the 50, gets touched across the first down yardage marker. Lowers his head, gets to the 40, the 39-yard line. That's a big run on first down. Ray Jones first down.
But did you notice how they swarmed to him once he got past that first level?
Already snapped again. He's gotten over to the right between the guard and the tackle. He gets hit. They tried to strip the ball. He fights it back. He gets 5 yards. He's struggling for a 6th.
And what I was saying is the Griffins are the first team that we've seen that have been able to meet him after he gets past that first line of coverage. They swarm to him. It's like running through a jungle with branches everywhere. He's not going to get much open space.
And they are going to let the first quarter mercifully come to an end, facing 2nd down and 5 when we come back. That takes us to the Batters Law Firm first quarter scoreboard. The teams in the Rough Riders district are usually who we look at in the first quarter scoreboard. We'll look at county teams at halftime. But it's so early. Most of these games are in their first minute or two. We started 30 minutes early tonight, of course. The Carthage Bulldogs and San Antonio Cornerstone, no score. The Bullard Panthers and Quinlan Ford Panthers. Hey, 2 Panthers, but they haven't scored yet. The Caddo Mills Foxes have scored on Canton in the first quarter, 7-0. It's 7-0 Lindale over Van early first quarter, and no score in the Maybank Brownsboro game. Rusk Eagles are actually favored to beat Athens, but there's no score yet. Actually, I don't think the game just started. So there you go. That's the Batters Law Firm first quarter scoreboard. When your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Batters all over East Texas brings you the scoreboard.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
All right, so here's Cash Cross. He gets outside. He breaks containment, but the safety, number 1, is able to come over and tackle him before he's able to make the first down.
Maybe the best defensive play of the game from the Griffins. He faked it to Dixon, took it out of his gut and went right, and they were waiting for him. He had to just outrun some guys to make even 1 yard, 3rd down and 4.
3rd down and 4, you say? So at this point, if I'm the Rough Rider offense, I've noticed that Caden Dixon hasn't been stopped up the middle really much. He's pretty much consistent with that 4 yards.
Okay, he has the ball. Let's see how consistent. He breaks a tackle, and that may get the first down. There was a lot of movement. I thought there'd be a flag. There wasn't. So he's going to be right close to that first down marker, Keaton.
I mean, I don't think it matters but he did get the first down. Okay. But I was going to say, I don't think it matters if he didn't. Just do it again. I mean, they have not been able to stop him at the line of scrimmage. He just seems to be stronger than the others.
Ray Jones first down. They hand off again. He goes around the left side, cuts up. gets around the
Yes.
corner, then makes his cut, gets close to the
Young
20-yard
Keaton,
line.
I need to teach you something about football. When they don't stop the running back at the line of scrimmage, it means the offensive line is
Was
kicking
stronger.
back.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to imply that the defensive line
we're
wasn't
gonna have
stronger.
looks like we're going to have a hold, and I think
Just as we were
right
giving him a little bit of attention, they get some negative attention. That brings that play back. But, yeah, the Shires for the last 20 years has been good to focus us on the unsung heroes along the line. Caden has a pretty good line.
Yeah, and I think in order to have a good run game, you need to have both.
Yeah.
Not only
Oh,
just
yeah.
a sensational runner, but sensational big men up front who are able to push that forward. So
Unfortunately, it's now 1st and 20 after the whole big pass right over the middle, and no one was there. The Rough Riders, that's the easiest pitch and catch of the season. Good for a touchdown.
And that play went exactly as they wanted it to. I can tell because our coaches are over here on the other side of the press box.
Yeah, they were like, there he is,
Yeah.
there he is.
They were pointed out from the very
Yeah.
first step of the play, so
Yeah.
it went exactly as designed.
Got him just like we wanted him.
Junior Travis Bellin all by himself. They looked like they were going for two, and then they're trotting in the extra point team to try and make the score. It was 28-14 now. I'm sorry, 29-14 now. It's 29-20. A 9-point game trying to make it an 8. Snap, kick,
Boom.
and just been automatic this season so far. It's 29-21, early second quarter. We'll be back for another Shelby Savings Bank kickoff right after this.
You know, I'm hungry. What is there to eat around these parts?
Well, this is Texas, so you're probably going to want some barbecue.
Barbecue, you say?
Yes, and the very best you can get's at Yardbirds. You just pull on up to the drive-thru window. When you get there, you tell them what you want. They got good stuff.
Do you think that would be good with some scones and a spot of tea?
Nah, you better leave that in your purse. Get you a beer or a soda pop.
Yardbirds, Tennehaw Street.
All right, welcome back. Another Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
And
my car is
it pretty
dirty
filthy?
and it's downtrodden. It needs some uplift. You got any ideas?
Reed Grant and Joe's Car Wash is perfect. I mean, you just drive through. It
Joe's
does-
Car Spa.
Joe's Car Spa. Does,
Right across from the Sonic.
If that's it, because it's right. It's downtrodden, but the spa makes him feel happy.
Happy,
again.
yes.
Yeah, that's true. For the downtrodden car, it's Reed Grant and Joe's Car Spa.
Right there, right across from Sonic. And
Rough
there's
Riders,
the kick.
boy, boom, a kick to the goal line. Caught at the 10. Running straight up to the 20, the 30. He's got a lot of steam. He's having to make a move, but he moves to the right. He's going to cross the 50. He's going to the 40. He's all the way to the 30. He's going to go the whole way. Last year, they ran one back for a touchdown. They just did it again, but at the 32, there is a Wada penalty. Nothing big happens in this game, Zach, without a yellow flag coming into play. Oh, let me turn you up and you say that again.
Absolutely. There's two flags, actually.
Oh, okay. So this.
I was going back at their way back at the other 35. So,
woo! That's the one that I was seeing. That's why he got loose. It's a blocking foul, I bet you. So
well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So we dodged a bullet. Zach's been with us this season. He's our primary cameraman, but he and Keaton kind of alternate out on these duties. It's been another shootout.
Oh, yeah. Real quick, before this play starts, I saw two things that I've never seen happen in a football game in the first quarter.
What's that?
I saw center when they were driving. I think it was their second driving play, the one that they didn't convert on.
Uh-huh.
It was 3rd and 17. They ran the ball for 10 yards.
Yep. Yeah.
On 4th and medium, ran it again.
Yes.
And converted. I have never in my life seen
That's
that in a football
That's
game.
because you're a young man.
Yeah.
That used to be how it was done.
Well, but these days you're right. That doesn't happen much.
That just I'm not used to seeing that at all. And the other thing that I've never seen is a sideline warning called for a play.
Well, normally there's a warning before there's a penalty.
And then here's the handoff. It's a fake, and then it's a flip to number 21 around the left-hand side. He's not going to get the first down. They string him out, and they actually do a good job, but it's still good for some pretty good yards. That's the excellent Cole Corey. But yeah, a sideline warning, and it affected the play. It was they ended up didn't we end up getting a flag for that?
It backed them up to 4th and longer, I believe.
Yeah.
Right, and we didn't score on that one because that's what we did.
On the next play, quickly snapped, almost intercepted. It was thrown to the left, and the Rough Riders got there just in time to get their hands on it. Couldn't quite keep it down there. Well, that was Cash Cross making the jump. 3rd down and a long 3. Ball is right there on the 30. It's a chance for the Rough Rider defense. Here we go. There's a clap from the quarterback. He backs away, looks to the sideline. Good quarterback, Luke Delisfield. He hands the ball up right the middle. They only needed 3, and they're going to get 7. Yeah, that's pretty well done. I'm going to catch this name. It's Delafield. Luke Delafield, the quarterback, has been very good. Keep managing this high-paced attack.
Absolutely.
29-21 is the score. Rudders down by 8. Looking to pass to his left. A good comeback pattern. It's complete. And that is 2 good athletes playing against each other. They've let Cash Cross play in the secondary. His receiver came back for the ball. Cross stopped him. Gain for 7, 2nd 3. Handoff right up the middle. They had to get to the 49. They tackled him at the 50. And who was they? Cody Atkinson with help from number 14. And they've tackled well. That's Jamarian Smith. I think they've tackled better today, Shire.
They have.
Just need to get them to stop penetrating the defense so much.
Hit them sooner. Second first down of the drive. This one is right across the 50-yard line. Looked like he was going to go for big, but he was hit pretty hard once he got across the 50 by Travis Bellin, and it stopped what was going to be a longer play. Still good for 6, though. Ball on the 48. They need to get to the 38. I'm sorry, that's not right. 48, they need to get to the 43. The play is stopped after the snap. Been a lot of that.
It's going to be another time or another penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be an offensive, like a false start on the Griffins.
So far, the Rough Riders have been penalized more than the Griffins. Not a whole lot more times, but the penalties have been more costly for the Rough Riders as it brought back 2 first downs in the red zone. Here is the snap on 2nd and 9. They're going around.
There
the
we
end,
go, number 14.
And he is stopped. Number 14 makes the first big play of the Rough Riders defense today. Jamarian Smith got in the backfield. Didn't stop him for a loss. He was able to get across the line of scrimmage, back to the line of scrimmage.
Barely got anything at all.
A big 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, but they need more of that. They need to start pursuing runners earlier.
Ball on the 47. Got to get 9 yards. Already a flag down.
There's a flag.
Long pass. Intercepted, knocked down. Knocked down by Cash Cross. We'll see what the flag is.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be offsides, if I had to guess.
So that was a free play.
False start.
Oh, it's against them. So the Rough Riders, well, most likely, what do you do?
No, you do. I think you decline that if you can. You may not be able to. So that play was a nullity. It never happened.
Yeah, okay. So can't say it never happened. So they'll get 2 tries again.
I suppose. I mean,
Depends what happens on 3rd down.
Yeah,
it's an illegal shift, and it looks like the Riders are going to be able to decline it.
Okay.
Make it 4th down.
4th down and 9. Boy, here's a big one. Yeah. Rough Riders are down by 8 points. 1 score. We said whoever makes a couple of stops will win. Rough Riders have made a stop. The Griffins made a stop with a turnover.
It's interesting. They're not even thinking about punting.
Why are they? Yeah, very aggressive by Desoto.
Maybe they're going to try and jump us off sides to make it more manageable. We'll see, though. They got to get 9 yards. They snap it. They hand it. It's a free kicker. Back to the quarterback. Going deep. It's knocked down. Is it intercepted by the Rough Riders? Whatever the case, I don't think that's going to be a completion. They're struggling for control of it.
We had it, and the guy went in and took it.
If they both came down with the ball, I think they're going to rule that a reception.
No, we intercepted it, and then the Griffin offensive player did a great job of going in and grabbing hold of it.
And making it an issue. Travis Bellin had the ball. He had it for a step.
Yeah.
Then the receiver grabbed it and said, "This is mine." Tie goes to the runner. If this is indeed a completion, I can see why the Rough Riders would be upset. But what a play by that receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. He was right with him all the way, even after he caught it.
They took an interception and made it a completion.
Well, the problem was we had it so perfectly defended. It did not fool the defense at all.
And no mistake whatsoever by Bellin. He did everything perfect, made the interception, and still they get the first down.
Well, hold on. They're still talking about it. Let's see what happens.
There is a discussion. I'm hoping what they're saying is center got it first.
I would think what they're discussing is, did the center defender catch the ball and did he hit the ground before the DeSoto
or
player
make at least a step? But they decided against it, and boy, they are getting the breaks tonight.
Yep.
That was a great stop, but instead it's first down close to the State Farm Chris Mayfield red zone, first down and 10. Boy, that's disappointing, Shires. Have you ever seen that one?
I've never seen anything quite like that. I'd almost say it was an interception and then a turnover back.
Yeah. As we go to timeout, one of the teams calls timeout. We'll keep it here so I can preview for you the very unusual Aurora Concepts halftime show. In Louisiana, 15 minutes for halftime. In Texas, it's almost 30.
Wow.
So in Louisiana and in Arkansas, the visiting band doesn't even travel.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
because they don't have time.
Centers from Texas, we don't do that. We don't play that way. So the band is here, the chaparrals are here, the twirlers are here, but they will not perform. There's just not time. The band twirlers will perform on the sideline after their band's finished. So we will not cover the Center High School band or chaparrals today. They will not perform. In fact, North DeSoto's officials wouldn't even let the chaparrals onto the field for pregame because, well,
what's the point?
Nobody ever does that. You're not supposed to be here. But they finally got it worked out. So we will have up close and personal from Borders Poultry Supply with Courtney Mayfield, the chaparral captain and conductor and director. And then we'll have East Texas Automotive first half analysis with Tyler Herndon. He's going to be a guest with Zach and Keaton.
Yeah,
that's all coming up here soon, Aurora Concepts. First down, ball on the 22-yard line. After the disputed interception, handoff to the left. Rough Riders stayed home, made a good play.
It appears his own offensive line tripped him up.
And part of that was because Caleb Mosley
we stood him up.
Kept containment.
Absolutely.
And you're right, he tripped over the blocker's leg. So that is a loss. No gain, a loss of maybe a half foot. Oh, good on the next play. It's a cross pattern. For number 29, their great receiver knocked down, though, by a Rough Rider defender. So 2 plays, no gain, 3rd down and 10.
Well, we had 2 guys there, and we flashed in front of it and just took the concentration out of it.
3rd down. Here comes the motion. Quarterback's just going to keep it right up the
snap
middle,
to the
and he's
running
hit
back.
pretty hard. Yeah, that's right. The quick was the running back. Very good. A good call, but the Rough Riders stop it. That's Tristan Hopper. He scored a lot of their touchdowns. It's not a big gain, really. I thought it was bigger than that. It's 4th down and 8.
4th and 7 to go.
Ball right on the 20. They've got to get across the 15 for the first down. Another turning point play as they've actually had to keep the ball a while on this drive. Here's the snap. He's looking left. He puts the ball in the air. Intercepted, and he's returning it. He's to the 30, the 35, and he's run out of bounds. And who is that?
Cash Cross.
Cash Cross. The quarterback makes the play, and what a great defensive stand.
Wow.
These guys are pumped up. In fact, the only guy not pumped up is Cash. He's like, dude, I got first down on the field.
He goes, I'm cash money, baby. That's what I do when I'm in here.
Yeah, have a game, Cash Cross.
We'll talk about it on the way home.
Again, Rider defense on that series, much better.
Absolutely.
They have to have a miraculous, weird play to convert.
Yeah.
And then we still are able to stop them to go back in to try to draw this thing back to a 1 point or a tie game with this.
29-21, we're down by 8. Handoff to Caden Dixon. He's across the 40. He's struggling to the 45. They stop him at the 45. He needed to get the 46 for the Ray Jones first down. He's going to be 1 yard short. But he's had a rest for the first time this game. He's a little bit rested.
Yep.
That's bad news for the Griffins.
Bad news.
They mark the ball on the 46, which makes it 2nd down and 1.
Fans are into it, too.
They are.
Yes.
Oh, it's a fumble. They managed to pick the ball up. Cash Cross manages to get across the line of scrimmage, and he's crossed to the 40. He's to the 35, the 30. It's a broken play that goes all the way to the 25.
My.
That's pretty good talent right there.
That's just remaining calm.
Yes. Getting up a little slow now.
Because
he's tired. He just intercepted one, ran one back, then ran one for 40 yards.
Why wouldn't he be tired?
You're right about staying calm because once the ball hits the ground, panic can set in. But he just said, first thing is get it in your hands. Next thing, look up and see what I can do. Third thing, I can run. He did that well. Ball on the 25-yard line. Big first down for the world. Big Ray Jones first down. This handoff to Dixon. He has a big hole, but it's filled up pretty well.
Number 30 by the Griffins. 35.
He came from nowhere, number 35.
I thought that was going to go away, Chris Walton.
B.T. McMillan, but still a good gain of about 3. But, I thought that was a touchdown. Ball's on the 23-yard line here. Still early, mid-second quarter. Riders down by 8, 29-21. Had a fumble that cost a score. Otherwise, it's been even.
Oh, yeah.
Rough Riders fake it, have a shot for their tight end, and it's just
man, that was well designed.
It was, but what happened?
It looked as though it was tipped.
I think the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
And that brings up now 3rd down for the Rough Riders. They need 8.
Chris.
Yes.
I think a run or a pass is coming.
Run.
Yeah.
I think so.
Gotta
because
be.
it's 2-down territory. You're not punting, and you're not going to take a field goal when you're 8 points down. And this is
depending on how tired Cash is.
And he looks like he is feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe because I'd like to run the quarterback option where he hands it, he fakes it to. Looks like the Riders are going to call a timeout.
And they should. Let's take a breather because Cash has been running a lot of steps. We'll be right back with this big 3rd down live from North Desoto. Northeast Texas Sports Network and Azalea Orthopedics present Northeast Texas Football, the 2023 season.
Martin Kennel Inn Center and Nacogdoches has been boarding and grooming pets for over 30 years. Martin Kennel and Grooming continues to grow and improve daily while treating your family pets as they would treat their own. Martin Kennel now offers large animal care at your location. That's right, they offer experienced assistance for your livestock and peace of mind for you. With many years' experience, you can rest assured that your pet will receive the attention they need. Give Martin Kennel and Grooming a call in Center at 936-244-1930. In Nacogdoches, call 936-560-3643.
All right, welcome back. We'll set this thing up. 7:29 to go in the second quarter. 3rd down and 7 for the Rough Riders. They use, I believe,
and
their second timeout of the quarter, so we only have 1 left.
DeSoto is teeing up. They're sending everybody.
And Cash keeps it and runs around them. Can he get to the outside? He gets to the sideline. He's not going to get the first down.
And
but
there's a penalty.
Oh, a late flag.
Late flag from the side judge.
That's almost certainly against the defense.
Yeah, I would think.
He got some good yards on what was really a play that was not working the way it was supposed to work, so we'll have to see about the flag. Riders down 29-21. Man, the announcer is great.
Yeah.
He is
yeah.
He's old school.
He is, and this is not deep Louisiana, but he's got a Cajun sound.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's really interacting with the crowd.
Tells it the way it is. It's not a timeout, it's a water break.
That's right, it's a water break.
Good stuff. I like that.
All right, Riders going to get a first down, looks like here on penalty.
Yep, personal foul's going to give him a first down. Ray Jones first down in the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone.
Where do we have the football, Wallington?
Right on the 10,
Right
so I
on
think
the
it's first and goal.
From the right hash. See what center does.
Center in their white, going left to right, 10 yards away. Hand off to Dixon right up the
right,
middle. Big
a
hole,
6,
and he's going to score.
Wow.
Give that one to the
O-line.
The tackle and guard, or maybe the guard and the tight end over there. They had a huge hole for him to run through.
They told him where to run.
That's right. Go here. I got you covered.
Now, do you chase the point or you kick the extra point?
That's a good one because a miss, now you're down by 2. You can always get that 2-point later. You figure you're going to score again, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it hopefully within 1.
We do get the ball to start in the second half.
That helps. That helps. But there are 7 minutes and 16 seconds left in this quarter.
Yep.
Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is perfect again. So it's a 1-point ball game, 29-28 here in North DeSoto Parish. It's North DeSoto Parish versus Shelby County. We'll be right back.
This is a fun game.
Yeah, you've had.
Are you looking for a residential, lake, commercial, acreage, farm, or ranch property? This is Alma James, part of the home team at Town & Country Real Estate, and we have over 50 years experience in selling beautiful East Texas and are now licensed in Louisiana. I would love to assist you with all of your real estate needs, so please call me at 936-488-9988 or come by 114 Nacogdoches Street on the square in downtown center. Hablo español.
Sandy Cox State Farm is one of our game sponsors and has been for a long time. She's a game sponsor for this game and all the games in the county. She's an agent, an insurance agent for everyone in the county. Our State Farm brand is like a good neighbor, and she's been a good neighbor for a lot of folks, a lot of Rough Rider fans and others over the years. Thank you, Sandy Cox, State Farm. She helps bring you Rough Rider football. 1-point game, Rough Riders are kicking off, and they kick it deep. Ball's going to go into the end zone, and they're not going to return it. Ball will come out to the 25. How about that? That's non-return.
First non-return we've seen?
Yeah, and the Rough Riders needed to have had a non-return in the first half when they picked the ball up at the 2. Just kneel it. You get new rules. You get it at the 25, but instead we started running and fumbled it. Easy peasy for the Griffins, who are up by 1, 29-28. Ball on the 25-yard line in the best game of the year so far, wouldn't you say, Zach?
Absolutely. And right now, right here, is a really defining moment for Center. They have taken this game into within reach.
No, they fumble it. It's just a fumbled handoff, but they fall right back on it. So it's going to end up being a short game. But boy, that was a chance to do exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, Center is really, and really when I say Center, Cash Cross has given his team a chance to get back into this. Now what can they do? 2nd
and 11. And the ball is handed off right up the middle, but it stopped right up the middle. Cody Atkinson's there first. Several other Rough Riders in on it. A short gain. And since they squandered that first play, it's 3rd down and 9. Ball on the 21. They spotted the ball at the 20 instead of the 25. So here we go. Big play. Big snap. Looking to the right.
Oh, and a pass deflection by Center.
Deflected by Center.
Wow.
24 was open, but a linebacker knocked it down.
Yeah.
Now you got to punt here. You can't go for this.
One would think. That's a 3-and-out.
Now here they come.
They're punting.
Yeah, that is a 3-and-out. A 3-and-out.
Rider defense, 3 series in a row, has played extremely well.
And that has been the kind of the question. The offense we got, but what about the defense? When is it going to come around? Well, maybe the second quarter of the North Desoto game. It's going to be a punt with the punter standing on the 7-yard line. There's the punt. Rough Riders hope to get it back. Down only by 1. Boy, it's a good bounce.
That's right.
It
was an odd punt. It's not one of those smooth ones. So I'd rather you see that than fumble it.
Real high spinning punt.
Ends up being a 55-yard punt, though, and it puts the Rough Riders on between the 30 and the 31 with 6:22 to go in this second quarter in the first half and a chance to take the lead. They've trailed the whole game by as many as 15 points at one point. It was 22-7 at one point, but the Riders with good offense and a surprising defense that on this last one, if you just joined us, 3-and-out. I don't think the Griffins do 3-and-out.
Now I'm interested to know how Center is going to run their offense. I think they really need to start leaning on Dixon, taking into account just how tired Cash has to be.
Let's let him hand off a while. So he does that. That's one-man miss, takes a left, gets hit. He's halfway towards the first down marker, and then 3 Griffins bring him down. They have had to gang tackle almost every play. But even though that was non-spectacular, it was good for 6.
Absolutely.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
How spoiled are we when we say, "Wow, that's
just 7, just 6." There is a stoppage on the field. I think it is. I didn't see who called the timeout, but that's what it is. That gives me a chance to tell you about the Forge Gym on the square. If you want to work out, if you want to feel like you're your best version of you, why not do it in a place that overlooks the historic square and the courthouse, and has Dan Column there to help you. The Forge brings us Rough Rider football. And also a new food truck you got to try, Shire.
Yes.
This is called Fries. You can find it tomorrow at the old Walmart parking lot and Sunday at Toledo Automotive, who brought us our starting lineup. Good Napa parts. It's been a 50-something-year connection, Napa Parts and Toledo Automotive. But you'll find Fries, the food truck, there on Sunday. And it's not just fried stuff. It's interesting fried stuff. I mean, you can get the regular stuff. But there are some recipes that you will be interested in. Not your normal food truck. It's Fries all over Shelby County. Well, could you tell now from the scoreboard who called the timeout? Was that?
They haven't marked it yet. I'm giving it to them because I don't think we used one there.
I didn't think so either. So Big moment, 2nd down, 4. Had to get rid of the ball on the pass, but he does to number 11. It's a 1st down. He can't break the tackle, but that was really well done. Jermaine Ratcliffe, who's had a big game. He's had a big game on offense and on defense.
I believe that's what they call a stick route, where he goes out there and then turns back around and he's right there.
And it was perfectly timed because Cross had about another split second before he was hit.
Yep.
1st down and 10. Hand off to Dixon over to the left. He breaks the
Makes a
tackle.
man
He gets
miss.
across midfield. He gets across the 45, and he lands right where the D begins in DeSoto across midfield. Well, no, they mark it back at the 45, right in the middle of the D. Still, it's 2nd down and 8. I thought that was going to be a 1st down. Instead, 2 to go. Cash keeps it after a fake. He's good for the 1st down if he holds on to the ball, and they mark it where I think they ought to mark it. He's right close. They may have to measure.
First down.
Nope, 1st down. A Ray Jones 1st down in 2 plays. Ball on between the 42 and 3.
Guys, I was on the Turner Classic Movie Channel the other day, and there's a movie called Semi-Pro with Burt Reynolds and Chris Christopherson.
Great show.
It was terrific.
Great show. Here's the snap. Here comes the pressure. Here
Great
comes the pass.
block.
Beautifully run and beautiful again from number 11. He catches the ball at the 32, breaks a tackle, and goes another 5 yards. But those patterns, they're beautiful. And, and I mean, the ball is out of Cash's hands before he turns around, just like you draw it up. That's 2nd for Jeremiah Ratcliffe, and it's good for Rough Rider Ray Jones 1st down. Next snap, handoff to Dixon. He's met in the backfield, but he breaks the tackle. I'm not going to lose yardage. He gets across the 25-yard line. He's going to be brought down at the 24. That should have been tragic. Instead, it's a short gain of about, well, not that short a gain, almost 5.
Wow.
And whistles blow as the Rough Riders are pushing it. I think they have out-pushed the Griffins. Now, last year, the Griffins were definitely faster than the Riders.
Timeout now called for the Griffins for sure.
I think that may be their last one. Well, hey,
No,
we'll
should be. They got 1 left. I think.
Well, I'll take that as well. We'll take this timeout. We'll be back as the Rough Riders are driving towards the State Farm Chris Mayfield Red Zone.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and oh, that chick, winner chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Here we go. The Riders ready to tee it up.
Hand off to Dixon across the middle. He's met. He has to lower his shoulder pads. But this time, the Griffins push him back after not much. We'll see.
He got some yards on that.
We'll see how many. It's going to bring up 3rd down. He got 3. We'll call it 3rd down and 3. Ball right on the 20-yard line. They need to get to the 17 on 3rd down. There's the snap. There's the hand to Dixon. He gets around. He gets through. He's at the 1st down. He's at the 5. He's at the 10. Well, it's the 10 to the 5.
Wow.
And then he goes into the end zone.
Touchdown!
He did not go to the 5 first. That's my mistake. But everything else was all Dixon as another touchdown for Dixon and company. Let's make sure there are no flags, and they're not.
Dixon will not be denied.
He was
I
not.
tell you, when he gets down close to the end zone, you're not going to stop him.
He wants it.
And so the Rough Riders with their first lead of the game. It's 34-29.
Center fans really getting into it.
Oh, they should be. I mean, this is the first real test of the season, and there's some doubts because this team was so good last year, these Griffins. But the Rough Riders, I mean, they played well, but it was a convincing loss. And this year, look, now here we go again. And then they answer. They come back. They're resilient, and this extra point will give Rough Riders a 6-point lead if they can convert it. 4:04 to go in the second quarter. It's up, and yet another extra point. My goodness, 35-29, Rough Riders up by 6. We'll be right back for another Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
Deep East Texas Electric Co-op is proud to sponsor football. They are firmly committed to the leaders of tomorrow, and for more than a decade, the cooperative have offered scholarships to local high school and homeschooled seniors in its service area. Last year, they awarded recipients with scholarships to assist with their expenses at a recognized institution of higher education. Their employees are active in our local communities through participation in volunteer groups, governing boards, church boards, civic groups, and youth activities. Deep East Texas Electric, proudly supporting high school football.
Customer service is the #1 reason Matthews Realty is the real estate agency of choice in Shelby County. With an agent like Scott Foster, who grew up here, was raised in agriculture, and works daily to assist his clients, he's a clear advantage why you should use Matthews Realty. Buying or selling commercial property or poultry farms? Your first call should be to Scott Foster at Matthews Realty and Center. Their team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty at 598-7800 or visit MatthewsRealty.com.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, our kicker has gotten warmed up. That Carlos Hernandez, the ball landed in the end zone, and there's no reason to even try to return it as the Rough Riders have all the momentum. Shires, when was the last time they scored? The Griffins.
3 possessions ago. I mean, probably before the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, early second quarter or towards the end of the first, right up the middle. And he gets 5 yards before he's met and then barrels another few yards. It's a good 7-yard run. That's what we saw early on, is that offense so strong between the tackles.
Absolutely. Run the ball very, very well.
2nd down and 3. Here's another one, just locking up some steam. It's going to be good for a first down, but he is dropped across the 30-yard line. So that's going to be a chance for me to tell you that Zach and Keaton, and we think Tyler Herndon, a classmate of Keaton's, to come up, and his an old Rough Rider, and his sister's a cheerleader down on the track. He's going to be a guest analyst for us in our East Texas Automotor halftime analysis, and there's a lot to talk about, probably more to talk about than we'll have time to. But
a lot has happened in this game.
Yes. For those of you that are just joining us, the Rough Riders were down by 2 scores, and they intercepted the ball, but literally the receiver took it back. But later, 4 downs later, held them, got the ball back and scored. Then 3 and out, got the ball back and scored. Now they're up by 1 with the Griffins trailing for the first time, trying to move. Handoff right up the middle. The scrum is met at the line of scrimmage. The Griffins are able to push it forward. We'll see where the momentum will stop.
Center doing a much better job in this second quarter of getting to the rusher earlier.
Contesting everything.
Yes.
Gain of 5, second 5. A flag as the runner gets across the line of scrimmage, squirts through. The secondary brings him down at the 47. We'll see what the flag's about. It was thrown right at the snap.
False start.
Okay. And I think the penalties have evened up, even though the Rough Rider penalties early were so costly and dramatic. I think numerically the Griffins have had more penalties than the Rough Riders.
Ball is starting to bounce Center's way.
A bit. And the cheerleaders and the players looking to the visiting crowd. Stands full. Of course, the band came and they take up a fifth of the stands.
Yes, they do.
Making some noise. The handoff right up the middle again. Met. On the ground is a defensive lineman who made the play. I would love to get his number. Hard to see. They don't have shoulder numbers. Coaches wanted timeout. They didn't get it. But on the handoff, they're going to stop him in the backfield.
Wow.
And it's an individual that got back there. I think that's number
23.
No, 11.
23 and 11, both on the stop. But the guy on the ground is number 5 or 6 for the Rough Riders. I'm not sure which. Either Brandon Barnes or Red Edwards had his ankle in the backfield, and they finished it up. Okay, 4th down and 5.
Big play here.
Big play, a chance for the Riders. That would be 3 stops in a row, and a timeout is called. Looks like there's another cramp on the field, so we'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back for this big 4th down play in Stonewall. Tammy Steptoe is where realty becomes reality. How do you know? Every time there has been a reader's favorite contest of the Light and Champion, they've won it. Whether it's your modest home you're looking for, or maybe a slightly less modest home, or your dream home, Tammy Steptoe has it. Or maybe it's a lakeside getaway or property to start all over. You need to trust the ladies at Tammy Steptoe Realty in Center. Okay, everybody. After the stop, after the visit, the Griffins are facing a big play, 4th down and 5. They're down by 6. 35-29. Rough Riders have taken the lead and hoping to get the ball back. Quarterback starts to start the play, stops, looks to the sideline. Play clock ticking down. And here's the snap. High snap, handoff up right the middle.
Him.
They have him, but can they keep him from
Yes,
crossing?
they keep him. Yes, they do.
Yes,
Riders
they do.
make the stop, baby.
3 plays in a row.
That
Rough
is
Riders stop.
So massively crucial for center.
Shires, you said in your brief and in your keys to the game, the team that makes a couple of stops, unless I counted wrong, the Rough Riders have just made 3.
The Rider defense has come alive, gentlemen, in the second quarter.
Yes, it has.
Given-
Coaches showing their approval.
Yeah, some of our coaches have some ups. Have you noticed?
Yes, they do.
When they jump up to high five, they get way up there. I know some of them can dunk.
Oh, yeah.
This is huge now because now the Riders can take this thing down, score, and then they get the ball to start the second half.
The
So we get the
Griffins
2
know
for
that
1.
too. Leading by 6. Riders have the ball on the 40. Hand off to Dixon. He slips, but he gets his footing and carries 3 Griffins 5 yards. He'll be just short of a 5-yard gain. Ball will be marked just short. Well, let's call it a yard short. Ball on the 36. 2nd down and 6.
He's got to put his shoes back on.
That's why he ran right out of his shoes. So that's all that can slow down the Rough Riders.
We got plenty of time on the 25. Well, the 25. There we go. We got plenty of time to run it.
There's a low snap. Cash looking downfield. He throws it. It's a close coverage. Wilburn goes up for it. Good play.
I thought Wilburn was going to snag that one.
I did too, but it was a well played by the cornerback over there on the opposite corner of the field. Worth a shot on 2nd down.
Wilburn just missed that one.
But what you're saying, Shires, is right. The Rough Riders are up by 6. If they're able to score here, and assuming that the Griffins are not able to, it's $1:51 left in the half, then the Riders get the ball back. That gives them some real advantages and opportunities. There's a snap, and Dixon gets it, and he's through. He's to the 15, to the 20. It's a foot race, and he's going to win it.
Man.
And that is a great play by Dixon, but boy, again, your offensive line, Mr. Shires.
They are playing a great game.
They didn't just open a hole. They went and they caught a linebacker, too. So he was touched about the 10-yard line.
They're snacking on the defense at this point.
Yeah, they are.
There's going to be pancake. Is there a penalty?
There it is. There it is. There's a penalty. There's a penalty on 3rd down and 6.
Yet.
It was a 36-yard touchdown, perfectly blocked. But was it a legal procedure call? It wasn't a hold.
It's
a 5-yard penalty. And instead of going up by 12, the Rough Riders, it could have been 41-29. Instead, we're stuck at 35-29. The ball's brought back. And after they mark it at the 40, they really ought to mark it at the 41. I don't want to tell them that, but that would be a 4-yard penalty. But okay. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 from the 40. Got to get to the 30 with a 1:44 to go now. And now a field goal actually would have some value.
Absolutely, yeah. I was just thinking about that. Obviously, you want to get a touchdown on this drive, but if center gets stopped up again or they can't convert here, a field goal would be just as valuable to gain that 2-point conversion that they gave up.
The snap. It's faked to Dixon, and they're coming in on cross. He gets it away, though, to number 11. He makes a move. He's still on his feet, and he's going to get to the 33. What a great fake. And I thought he was going to be sacked. Instead, another reception to Jeremiah Ratcliffe, his 3rd in a row, bringing up a big 4th down and 3. This is really a bigger play for the Griffins than for the Rough Riders, but obviously big for both teams.
You hand it to Dixon. I'd say you hand it to Dixon. It's only 3.
I don't know that he's been stopped yet. Of course,
like you said, like Keaton was saying, they are able to gang up him and stop him at times at the 2nd level. But it's been.
Yeah, it seems like Cash and Dixon just have this innate ability. When they get tacklers near them, they just find a way around them.
Either that or you run the quarterback. Looks like the Riders are going to run down and call a timeout.
They let the clock go down to 1 and call timeout. 4th down and 3 with 46 seconds. If we don't make it, we don't want them to make it. And so let's keep it here. So, yeah, you're saying hand it off to Dixon.
Or fake it to Dixon and have Cash keep it.
A little read option, yeah.
A little read option, which.
So you're saying don't put this in the air?
No, that would not be a good idea, I don't think.
Well, Keaton made the comment. You've made the comment. All of us have said it tonight. I don't think Dixon has been stopped for less than 3 all night. Now, sometimes he gets hit before
But
he
they're
gets
going
to 3.
They're going to be keying on him constantly.
But that is true. So
that's why we could, if we fake it and give it to, and then have Cash just keep it, I think he could scamper and get it.
That's the chess match. Do you give it to the strongest piece on your board, or do you let everybody look at that piece where another one
And
does the
go
damage?
another way.
So here we go. Big 4th and 3. Got to get to the 30. Cash hands it to Dixon. He is met at the 31. Did he make it to the 30?
It's going to be close.
Boy, it's going to be real close. That's the best.
The line judge is right at the first down marker.
That's the best defensive effort of the game by those guys, and I think they're going to mark him about a foot short. We'll see.
Yeah. God, that is close.
Mm-hmm.
And someone on the field.
And that was an individual that met him and stood him up.
Let's see. Look what the official
Yeah.
is. First down, Rough Riders.
First down. Still
Yeah,
great
but-
defensive play, but what a great run by Dixon.
It was the right foot, left foot spot. We got the right foot, which is what you want.
We got the right foot in instead of the left foot out, and it's a first down on the 30. But now, with 2 timeouts, right? Rough Riders.
No, Riders don't have any
Okay,
timeouts.
so that's just the boards just got that.
Riders
wrong.
have got us or we're 0.
Yeah.
I'm about to change it.
Oh, that's right.
So there is a penalty marker on the field.
Oh my.
And Dixon is down. So
Okay. Yeah, probably some sort of cramp for him because he doesn't look like it's serious, but it's serious enough for the team if he can't continue to play. So yeah, he gets up and walks off. Lots of people having cramps right here, but we're going to be without his services for at least a play. Boy, he's put in a lot of work.
Yep.
He's been hit more this game, harder this game than he has the whole season, dating back to last season. What a workhorse. First down on the 30. Shires, what do you play for here?
Touchdown. The offensive line is doing the job. The backup running back will be able to get yardage.
41 seconds. Rough Riders up by 6, 35-29. This has become a rivalry in a very short time as the Riders didn't appreciate.
But you got to
what
run
happened
quickly
last
because
year.
we have no timeouts.
Right. You have to move. A first down will stop the clock momentarily. Otherwise, here we go. Ball on the 30. Trying to pad the lead.
You're there, fake it and run that tight end post.
Have the play. There's the snap. Hand it off.
Run play.
And he is met after about a 3-yard gain. Tackled low, falls forward.
And another flag.
Oh, man. That is the backup running back, Red Edwards. We've got a lot of red in the backfield historically. This is going to go against the Rough Riders. And that's holding, so that's going to back it up a bit. That's going to make things – that's going to change your play call.
We got we got Dixon back.
Didn't see the hold. I'm not questioning that it happened, but I didn't see it. Have no point of reference for it. It happened 1 yard into the run, so it's 1st and 19. Ball at the 39-yard line.
So at this position with this little time left, I feel like center's got to be playing.
And they're going to play for the pass. He's going deep. He has number 11. It's
And
intercepted,
interception.
but there's a flag down before the interception in the backfield. He is returning the big ball to the
Gotta
20,
stop
to
him.
the 30. He's to the 40 now. If it doesn't go against the Griffins, he might score. He's at the 35 down to the 32-yard line, and all that running did take off a lot of time.
Yeah, about half.
15 seconds left on the clock. There is a penalty, and it would almost have to be against the
And
defense.
it's going to be against the defense.
A whole lot of contact down there, which was why he wasn't open to begin with.
Most likely going to be pass interference.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Jeremiah Ratcliffe was again the target. He's been money so far for Cash Money. 2 touchdowns in a row to Lance Wilburn, but then the workhorse receiver's been Ratcliffe, the junior, since about second quarter. So here we go. They're going to mark that off. You don't mark it at the point of the foul in high school.
It should be a 15. If it's a hold, it's 10. If it's a all pass interference, it's 15.
He's walking to the 15-yard mark, so ball's going to be on the 24, first down. But the damage was the long return took away all the time. There's 15 seconds now.
We still got plenty of time.
So they don't put time back on the board?
No.
No, that was smart and fortunate for the Griffins. Just well played, even though it didn't work out. The Rough Riders still have it. Instead of going to commercial with this timeout, we'll talk about what was about to happen with the Aurora Concepts halftime show. The band will not march if you're just joining with us. Halftime is short, 15 minutes. It's in that way in Arkansas and in Louisiana, and I'm not sure where else. In fact, most of the time, the visiting band doesn't travel. Our band is here today. They will play for the Twirlers at the end of the halftime show, but that's all. We will not see the Center High School Marching Band or the Chaparrals, although the Chaparrals are here. We'll have up close and personal from Borders Poultry Supply with Courtney Mayfield Bauman, our Chaparral sponsor. We don't get to see them, but we get to hear about them today. And then East Texas Automotor first half analysis with Keaton and Zach, and Tyler Herndon comes up, former Rough Rider.
T. Hearn.
Batters halftime scoreboard as well. We'll look at the teams in the county. And this game's, it's a long one, so even though we started early, I imagine the other game's about caught up with us. 15 seconds to halftime. Rough Rider first down. Hand off to Dixon. He goes to the left.
Great
he gets to the 20. He gets to the 15. He gets down. First down. He's across the 10. He's tackled at the 6. They will get.
They're going to stop. They'll stop
the clock will stop just so they can mark it, and then the Rough Riders will snap it and ground it, and that's 5 seconds. And here's decision time. There's a penalty.
Oh, my God.
Even after we grounded the ball, there's a penalty. We might have been moving when it was snapped.
So frustrating, the amount of
It's all right.
penalties in this
We've got
game.
we've got 2 plays to get it to the end zone.
The ball is on the 6. If
it's actually a 5-yard penalty,
may
actually help us if we're going to throw the football.
Yeah, and it is against the defense.
But it's also, I think, you kick, and I think that's what the coach is thinking, at least if the kicker's coming in. And, boy, Dixon doesn't want that to happen, but it makes some sense. We get the ball to start the second half. The Rough Riders are up by 6, 35-29. If this goes through the upright,
this makes sense.
It'll be 38-29, a 9-point lead, and we get the ball back, and
So
that's pretty damaging.
Enough to put you ahead, so where a touchdown plus a 2-point.
Still doesn't get it done. It's a 2-score game.
It's a 2-score game if they kick, but now Cash is in, and
he's always the holder.
Oh yeah, he's the holder. That's right. That's right.
What doesn't he do, honestly?
Yeah.
He shoots 3-pointers and dunks. I imagine he could pitch and hit home runs if he played baseball.
He does no choreography. Ball is spotted on the 10. This is basically an extra point for 3 points. Snap is good. Kick is up, and another one through the upright.
It is good.
With no time left, the Rough Riders in the half on the score is 38, so the Rough Riders have been on a big run of a 24-point run and taking control of this game. When we come back, it's the Aurora Concepts halftime show from North Desoto Parish. We got a good one here, folks.
The first half is over, so now it's time for the Aurora Concepts halftime show. Tonight, Borders Poultry Supply gets us up close and personal with Chaparral director Courtney Bauman. Then East Texas Automotor gives us a chance for a little halftime analysis. But remember, for the first time in over a decade, we're playing in Louisiana tonight, so the band and the Chaparrals will not perform. Why? Only 15 minutes of a halftime break, about half what we normally have. So sit back and relax and enjoy the abbreviated Aurora Concepts halftime show. And now, a man who enjoys thinking deeply about...
Oh, hey, everybody.
And now, Keaton Wally.
There he is. Put the headset on there, Keaton. I don't have a headset. Well, you're fixing to. That's that one. Hey, you got a good view of the second quarter. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a fun quarter of football. That's for sure.
So they're coming back. As you're just joining us, Keaton, normally, both bands march, and the center band would march first. Not so in Louisiana. They only have 15-minute halftime.
See, this isn't Texas high school football. This is Louisiana high school football. We just happen to be a team from Texas, so we bring our values with us. But they're not prepared to to handle those values.
Yeah, I think they're confused that everybody in purple is here. But
no, real quick, if you notice, they have a very large football team and a small band. And we have a very small football team and a large band. So, it's just a give and take.
It's Louisiana, Texas. It's blue and purple. This gives us a chance, though, to play some ads and recognize some sponsors. So we will be back with you soon with Borders Poultry Supply up close and personal, but we'll take care of some business first. You're listening and watching to the Aurora Concepts halftime show here in Stonewall. Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you. They listen to you. They're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
There's lots of things happening at Zach's Tent Shop.
Like tinting your windows. It's one of the simplest things you can do to your vehicle, but it makes a big dramatic difference.
Ain't nothing marks your style like a custom lift or a drop.
You got light bars and grills and running boards and a lot of accessories.
They got all the best rims and all the best brands. Want to take care of your truck? You take it to Zach's Tent Shop.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.
Good morning. Now it's on Thursday. It's evening as people see this. How are you?
I'm very well. How are y'all?
I'm good. And you were just telling me Friday nights, look forward to it all week. A little less now that you have a little one.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's so little. The band is so loud.
Yeah.
We have the new sound system. Our bleachers shake now. So
Yeah, that's true.
we're waiting for a good home game to see how he does.
Maybe so. And maybe next year he'll be ready to run with you.
Oh, yeah. We've already got his little outfits for next
That's
year.
very good. And this year your girls have already had 3 performances that I've seen, 2 at games and 1 at Meet the Riders. I thought they were sharp, and the music came on, and everything looks like it's going well.
We love it when the music works. So, I mean, it's been a couple performances since we've had a music mishap, but we're always ready just in case.
That's always one of the things that amazes me the most about you guys. You just keep going. Camp this year, where was it? How was it?
We did a home camp this year. We did the ADTS camp. It was great. We had a dancer from the SFA team come, and we also had one of our instructors was actually a really good friend of Dr. Morris's. She grew up in the Morris household in Longview.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was very fun.
And she was pretty good.
She was very good.
That's because back in those days, Dr. Morris was an accomplished dancer.
Yes, she said she learned all of her high kicks from him.
I'm sure that's true. Well, that's wonderful. And your leadership this year, who are they?
Our captain is Laura Anskull. Our first lieutenant is Braylon McCaffrey. Second lieutenant, Alondra Hernandez. And third lieutenant, Giselle Alde.
And it's important to have good leadership. Do those girls get along well and keep things moving?
They do. They're great officers. They're always very, giving. Everyone's busy during fall with all the various activities, but I have a really good officer group, and everyone's willing to pick up and help out and pitch in.
Sounds good. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that was our Borders Poultry Supplies up close and personal. Thank you to Miss Bauman. When we come back, it's the East Texas Automotor first half analysis. Stay tuned.
When you need supplies for your poultry farm, remember Borders Poultry Supply on Highway 87 South here in Center. The folks at Borders Poultry are ready to help you with parts for your brooders, chore time and rock cell feeders, and new drinker systems. Do you need a new incinerator? Are you ready for a new litter barn or compost shed? Do you need some updates on your poultry farm? Call 598-6297. Borders Poultry Supply, builders of quality poultry houses.
Yes, not only am I looking for good insurance, but my grandson's making one of those rock and roll gospel albums. I was wondering if you could find me a good place for insurance and a place for him to record his project.
Fortunately, you just described Buster Bounds and Bounds Insurance and Center.
All right, everybody. It is time for the East Texas Automotive first half analysis. What a big one it's been. And Whataburger has had a chance to get some ads played. There have been a lot of Whata penalties on the floor tonight, and it's worked both ways. But the Rough Riders are leading this one in a way that I don't think anybody really would have predicted. Keaton Watlington's here again, but we have former Rough Rider player Tyler Herndon and Aggie right now, and this is the first game you've seen this season, but you've been following them, right?
Yes, sir, I have.
Well, you said somehow we learned defense. We played defense. You played defense.
Yes, sir, I played linebacker.
What are you seeing out there? What are they doing well?
I know one thing for us my year was kind of defensive line play and just getting a jump on the ball, and they're doing a lot better job of that and being really aggressive on it. Something that I thought was really cool and I didn't know was happening was Cash plays both sides, and I only figured that out after I saw this pick on our sideline, which is really cool to see.
He plays he doesn't play every down. In fact, he doesn't play most, but it seems like when he's in there, he makes a big difference.
He does, and having a guy like that could just make those high-impact plays, and even if he's not in there, making an impact the whole time, and even those small, big plays is good.
Yeah, there's something really romantic about seeing a guy pick the ball off from the quarterback and then get under center and be the quarterback.
Yeah.
The ball never had to leave his hand besides the spot.
That's right. We were laughing about that. Everybody was going nuts, pounding on his shoulder pads. The only person not celebrating was Cash. He was like, look, it's first down. I got to
get back to work.
Yeah. I got stuff. Okay, so that's exciting. And the things that you said that we're doing, getting to the ball, point of impact, group tackling, Keaton, that wasn't happening in the last 2 weeks.
It also wasn't really happening in the first quarter.
That's true.
Yeah. It's like there was a mini halftime in between quarter one and quarter two where the Rough Rider defense woke up and went, oh, we're supposed to stop the ball instead of,
We're going to talk to the coach. In fact, I think you're going to talk to the coach after the game, win or lose. But that's one of the questions I want you to ask him. What clicked in the second quarter?
All right, let me write that down real quick.
Okay. Well, before we talk to Tyler about Agginess, I want to ask you a Rough Rider question.
Yes, sir.
Cash and you, were you ever on the same team?
No, sir. So the class that just graduated was the last class that was with me.
Okay, so they were freshmen.
Yes, sir.
All right. And Cash was on the team but not starting as a freshman. So I was thinking, well, maybe, but okay. So you didn't have the privilege, but there's a big difference between this man and the young man that started his sophomore year in August. He's grown 3 or 4 inches. He's faster. He's stronger. But, boy, that experience when he was young, he sure paid off. We're looking in the backside of a core band, Mr. Watlington.
Yeah.
I do not hate core bands. I prefer military because I grew up in Center, but a good core band's kind of fun.
It's one of those things. it's two different looks at the art form. Yeah. You've got your military marching band, and Tyler was also in the Rough Rider band with me for a couple of years there. And when we focus on uniform, straight lines, look the same, sound the same.
Discipline.
Yeah, corps bands are like, they went, yeah, but that's boring.
Let's have
Who
fun.
wants to look at squares? We're going to make triangles or something like that. So it's more of a focus on the visual, whereas military marching bands are more of a focus on just the big uniform sound.
That's what we're getting, but it's a small little band with a big flag corps. I really wish this fan base could have seen a 185-person band, especially it's a shame since they're here.
Yeah.
Just not enough time to do anything. You're wrapping up your Texas A&M career, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I'm a senior at A&M right now.
Awesome. And I guess you've enjoyed that.
I have. It was freshman year was a little weird just because coming out of COVID, and so didn't really get to like explore everything A&M had.
That's true.
At the football games, it was me and my two roommates in a little pod on the third deck,
Yeah.
and so now it's like really cool to like be down and like immersed in the culture. Like, what is A&M? And A&M has these like kind of like center is like center in the military marching band, but in a more
A&M's the military marching band.
the Fighting Texas Aggie.
Yeah.
That's Keaton Wallington. This is back-to-back fantasy football champion Tyler Herndon.
Oh, hush.
Hey, it's about to be back-to-back.
Don't gotta bring that up.
This has been the East Texas Motor halftime analyst. We'll be back with Batter's halftime scoreboard right after this. We take our cars for granted, but what happens when they won't start, or they won't run, or they won't turn off, or you get the lights on the dash that say something's wrong and you don't know what to do with it?
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Rams team is cheering on the Center Rough Riders, and we're proud to support the Center ISD's administration, staff, students, and fans. This is General Manager Jeff Baker of Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and I invite you in to see the new vehicles we have in stock, as well as the area's best selection of pre-owned. We're all taking care of our customers' needs, and you'll have my promise we'll take care of yours. Come see us at Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Highway 96 North and Center, and go Riders.
Aurora Concepts is a leader in primary care service with clinics in Center, Madisonville, Crockett, and a mobile unit that sets them apart. Dawn and her staff go all over Texas to provide necessary vaccines on site for schools and businesses across Texas. Want more information about the mobile unit? Call 936-598-3296. And remember the name, Aurora Concepts.
Okay, it's time for the Batters halftime scoreboard. This scoreboard is about our local county teams. Tenaha, halftime score against, it's a late second quarter score, 22-0 against Joaquin. San Augustine picked to beat Alto, and they're leading. That's Larry Pierce's game on 92.5, 13-7, second quarter score. Timpson and Dangerfield tied at 12 in the third quarter. The Rough Riders play them next week. Shelbyville Dragons and Elysian Fields, I don't have a score there. I know that game has started. I just don't have a score. Garrison, I don't have a score on that either. That's a shame. But that's what's going on in our county. And that is brought to you by Batters Law Firm. We're just about finished with the Aurora Concepts halftime show. We'll be back to close it after this.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
What is the best way to communicate to the people that you want to communicate to? You put a sign in your yard. It says, vote for me or vote for my friend. It says, congratulations. It says, happy birthday. It can even say, I love you. For the most important messages, it's the Sign Shop. Find them on Cascade Drive, the Sign Shop, Center, Texas.
All right then, the halftime celebration is over. Now it's time for the second half of Rough Rider football. And now, let's take you to the counselor, Stephen Shires.
All right, folks, that was the Aurora Concepts halftime show where we heard the East Texas Automotive expert analysis. Great segment there, bringing in Tyler Herndon, son of Ward Herndon, one of my good childhood friends. And, of course, we saw our Up Close and Personal brought to you by Borders Poultry. But now it is time for the Ray Jones keys to the second half. So let's do that here in just a second.
All right, Counselor, what's the keys?
The key to the second half is to score, to not get beat by 7 or more.
Okay, in the second half.
In the second half.
We've already got a 9-point lead.
We got a 9-point lead. We could actually surrender 8 points.
They can outscore us by 8.
By 8, and we'll be good. Seriously, I think the defensive intensity like we saw in the second quarter, we just continue to do that again. You know they're going to make some kind of adjustments. Our defense needs to be prepared for those adjustments. But I think that's what we're looking at. Offense just continue to do the same. We're on the, what are we like 38, 30? So we could possibly score, 76 points here in this game. So offensively we're on track.
I had a chance to talk to Coach Dunn, who is a good friend and of the family of the Meekses. This is what he's had to say.
Well, both teams are going to be up-tempo kind of teams and want to play really fast offensively. And, it'll be interesting because they have some really dynamic – center's got some really dynamic athletes, and they're very dangerous, obviously. And
boy, has he been prophetic or what?
I like this guy. I saw him on television talking about their game last week, and he just seems to be
he's cool.
He's a cool dude.
And what a resume. I mean, he's the guy. He's one of the guys over there at
Evangel.
At Evangel, yeah. I mean, if you coach at Evangel, you've done some damage. So they're happy to have him here in Stonewall.
But the other thing is I think this is a key first possession for the Riders.
True.
If we go down and get a touchdown and extend this to a 2.5 score lead, then it really sets the tone.
Yeah, a field goal would be okay, but you want to go up by more than 2 scores, and now's the time to do it because the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff will be going to the Rough Riders. The score is 38-29, and that's the first half score.
Right.
Golly, it's basketball here in the fall. And the Griffins, they are a mythological mascot. What is it? They are a combination.
Lion and horse.
Yeah, I think the Stone.
Oh, eagle. Lion and eagle?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, sorry.
The Stonewall team, high school team.
That's right, because Griffins can fly.
They can fly.
That's right.
Stonewall High School in the day were the Eagles. The junior high had a different mascot. They were Lions, and so they put them together for the Griffins when they built.
Man, I really mucked that up, didn't I?
You did, but that's okay.
We talked about horses in the car driving up.
Yeah, I know. If Keaton hadn't said anything, we would probably gotten away with it. Keaton, speaking of, will be your play-by-play announcer here this second half as I almost said Stonewall. North DeSoto is kicking from your left to right, Mr. Watlington.
Thank you very much. Are you doing color?
I am.
Sounds good. We're the Watlington pair as the North DeSoto Griffins get ready to kick off to the Center Rough Riders, left to right on your radios and streaming devices. Kick comes right off the right foot of their kicker and lands on the 22-yard line, fielded by the Rough Riders. Taken up the field, he meets a pack of Griffins and is taken down 2 yards later.
Is it a pack of Griffins?
I think it's a murder of Griffins.
A murder, a gaggle, or
it would be. So what's a
murder of Griffins?
It's a pack of lions and
no, it's a pride of lions.
A pride of lions. And what do eagles? What are they called?
They're not a flock.
No,
that's seagulls.
No, I think they're an Uber.
Uber of eagles?
Yeah, I don't know.
A pruber? A pride Uber?
We'll have to look that up in Edith Hamilton's book, but we'll tell you next week. But that's a good question.
All right, so let's set this up for the beginning of the second half as the Center Rough Riders had deferred. First and 10 now on the 33-yard line. Snap back to Cross, who hands it off to Caden Dixon, who is met at the line and brought down by 4. Call it 3, maybe 4 Griffins, who take him down on the 32-yard line, a loss of 1 on the play.
And Dixon's saying, what?
That's the first time that's happened. Riders get back up quickly, though.
Second down and 11. Snap back to Cross. Takes a drop, looking deep. He throws it deep.
Double coverage.
Double coverage, and it falls harmlessly to the grass. could have been a lot more dangerous there.
So that's two of our best tricks, and the Griffins were ready for it, bringing up a big 3rd down and 10, the first one of those of the game, y'all.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10, dangerous for the Rough Riders. We were just establishing earlier in the first half that we are capable of.
Oh, there's a penalty.
There's a penalty.
I didn't see it.
Offsides.
Yeah, I was going to say capable of stopping the Griffins. It would be tragic if the Griffins proved to be capable of stopping us as well. It would really shift the tone of the game.
But that's a down over in 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5 now for the Rough Riders. Snapped across, hands it to Caden Dixon, who is met at the line and continues to fight, but another flag on the play.
I have no idea why that would be thrown by the back judge, but that tackler lowered his helmet and took Dixon one-on-one and won the battle.
Yeah, monstrous hit there.
If it's against the Riders, they may want to decline it, but it's going to go back to 2nd and 10.
So it went from 2nd and 10 to 2nd and 5 to 2nd and 15. So we have settled on 2nd and 15 now for the Rough Riders.
No way to get around the fact that the referees have been a big part of this game. Maybe this is the way it's called in Louisiana. Completely different batch of referees. These are not UIL referees.
The Griffins have come to play here in the second half defensively.
Snapped across, who hands it to Caden Dixon, who is again met at the line, viciously brought down on the 30-yard line. It's going to make it 3rd down and about 13 for the Rough Riders.
That's 3 carries for Dixon. He's gained a net of about 1 or 2, and that was just not happening in the first half.
Yeah, there's a lot of intensity from the Griffins. The Riders need to meet that.
That's right.
But this is a good test because this is what you do when you play a good football team.
Yes.
They're not just going to go, oh, we're getting beat. We're just going to roll over.
3rd and 10, snap to Cash, who drops back and is evading defenders, and he throws it on the run over into Lance, who drops the ball.
Number 3 makes a great play.
Brilliant play by the cornerback there. You can see Lance on the ground just wishing he was able to make that catch, but instead the ball falls down into the turf, and it's going to be 4th down for the Rough Riders. What do you do in this situation?
Well, you got to punt, but let me talk you through that. Cross was running for his life, scrambling, looked up, and when he looked up and saw Wilburn, he wasn't open. But he threw it as hard as he could, and Wilburn ran to it, but didn't work out. First punt of the season for the Rough Riders.
And it's
an ugly one, but it's going to look good on paper.
Certainly a good punt on paper. See, it's a thing about golf. Sometimes you don't get the ball in the air, but you just roll it a long way. And the Rough Riders rolled it a long way to the 34-yard line.
That's links golf. That was a links punt. Right. Ended up being a 40-yard punt, though, but that's the first time a defense has stopped the Rough Riders on downs or on 3 downs all season. But you're right. That was a big possession for the Rough Riders. I think it was a bigger possession for the Griffins.
It shows right there that the Griffins have come to play in the second half. Snap back to the quarterback, number 15, who goes to his left and throws it to number 21, who is brought down at the 40-yard line, 41-yard line after a gain of 10. First down now for the Griffins.
Yeah, got it in one play to their excellent receiver, number 21.
So first down now again for the Griffins. Snap and handed on the guy coming around on the leg, and he is.
Oh, great play by number 3 for the Riders.
Travis Bellin.
Bellin makes a great play.
Yes, ran him down from behind, and that's Cole, number 21. They're all-world. Cole Corey that had the ball on the end around. Bellin took him.
And took him down and just
Well,
right
Bellin
there.
takes a great pursuit angle first off, and then makes the tackle when he gets there.
So second down now for the Griffins. Quick throw to number 21 again, who is able to evade the first Rough Rider, but not the second or third, as he is brought down in between the 49 and 50-yard line.
Quick little pass to the sideline. Hadn't seen that much. That used to be a staple of what the Rough Riders did, but it was good for almost 8. 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2, handed off to the Griffins, number 26, who is just screwing his way out of coverage there, and he is brought down on 43.
It was like a corkscrew.
Yeah, just spinning and spinning and spinning, and he gets out of the hold there, and it's first down now at the 44-yard line, 43-yard line.
That was Tristan Hopper with 2 of their touchdowns.
Fake back, quick pass, caught right beside the out of bounds, and he is met at the 31-yard line. I'd like to thank them for slowing down so I could catch my words there because I was starting to stutter. But it's going to be, what is that? First down now again for the Griffins.
Perfect Cole what's this Cole Corey pattern right there at the first down marker.
A little bit of a break in the action now. Is that just a break in the action?
I think so. And it would give us a chance, Mr. Shires, to play our defensive goals, which we've never really gotten around to, if you have that handy.
Defensively, we got to be ready to match their speed and tempo at which they're going to play the game. And we've got to play fast, communicate quickly, so we're after 2 to 3 possessions that we can get them to punt the ball back to us.
Okay. All right, everyone, welcome back to the game.
News break.
Hold on, let's set this up. Okay. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left to score 38-29. But as you were saying, news break from our very own biology teacher, Susan Pinnock, who says a group of Griffins is also known as a drift.
Tackled by a drift of Griffins. First down and 10, though.
First down and 10, snap back to the quarterback who fakes the handoff. He drops back and throws it across the middle to a perfect pass to the receiver who walks into the end zone. 6 points for the Griffins on a beautifully run route.
Well, Mr. Shires, in the first 6 minutes of the third quarter, North Desoto outplayed us on both sides of the ball.
They have an intensity level that we don't have right now. And so we're going to have to see if we can get that back.
We went into the half with a 9-point lead, 38-29. Now it's shrunk to 38-35 with the extra point coming.
The extra point is snapped, placed, and kicked through the uprights right into the foot of the young man fielding them in the back of the end zone. That's going to make the score 36-38. 2-point lead for the Center Rough Riders.
We'll be back with an exciting third quarter after this.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you.
McAdams Propane Company is your East Texas propane provider. Josh McAdams represents the third generation of a family that has kept clean, efficient propane running to the facilities and farms of the area, as well as to the outdoor kitchens that make life fun. They also have the supplies that make an outdoor kitchen possible. Aware of the community, they have provided a luncheon for the first responders of our area. From the beautiful outdoor kitchen to the important fuel that keeps the engines running, keep your engine.
All right, here's the kickoff, and the Riders are going to field it, get up the field, and going to get to about the 27, 28-yard line.
Let it bounce, hoping it would go out of bounds. It bounced straight up, and so they took it and ran with it. And instead of kneeling it, taking it to the 25, we ran it and got it to the 27. But I thought maybe for a second there might be some space.
Maybe some spectacle. Luckily not. All right, everyone, let's take two.
And
the first drive for the Rough Riders didn't go as planned. Let's hit reset here.
Let's do, and let's finally pop a pepper. Maybe that's what they need. And it's a bottled pepper, but it sure is good. Fine beverage.
I'm sure they could hear that from the field.
Yeah.
First down now, snapped across, handed to Dixon, who finds his way right into the middle of the line where he will be brought down
look at him.
Well, never brought down. The drift of Griffins, unable to bring him down, and we'll call that a 4 or maybe 5-yard gain for the Rough Riders. Second down now.
That was
I wonder,
the whole
I'm
team.
To figure out what they've done in the second half.
Yes.
They're making some kind of adjustment.
Second down, snap to Crash, who hands it to Dixon, who is again met at the line and brought down by one singular Griffin this time. Just a really good play by the defense.
Caleb Carter, and whatever they're doing, they're getting in the backfield, Shires. They're getting him before he can get up a head of steam.
And that's the, that seems to be the formula for success there. Meet them head on, and like Shires has been saying, if the Rough Riders are going to stay competitive in this game, they need to start meeting the Griffins head on as well.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. Let's take a quick break. We have
We appreciate JBI Insurance for bringing you Rough Rider athletics all season long. JBI Insurance knows it's not much fun to talk about, but it's important to talk about. Have your family covered with JBI. They bring you Rough Rider football.
All right, everyone, let's get this set up again. Third down, 6 yards to the first down marker. Snap to Cash, fakes the handoff, drops back, evades the Griffins as he is running to his right before he throws the ball into the into the Griffin bench. Going to make it 4th down pending the penalty flag, which was just thrown.
No, the rush was so intense. Cash never had a chance to do anything with it. Coverage good downfield, but there is a flag. This would be the second punt in a row for the Riders if the flag goes against the white.
I do like watching Cash scramble, though. I mean, it's just hard to get him on the ground.
I think he's been sacked, straight up sacked once this year.
Which, by the amount of times he's been pressured, that's insane.
Maybe a penalty on the Griffins. Going to catch a break here.
Yep. Holding call on the Griffins. Does that make it 1st down now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So artificial ways to get a 1st down, but doesn't matter how you get it, you got it. 1st down now for the Rough Riders.
And I'm
at
guessing
the 41-yard line.
The hold was on the receiver that he was hoping to throw to, so it made a big difference. 1st down ball on the 41.
Rough Riders looking for the play incoming. And it's now a live ball. As Cash fields the snap, fakes it to Dixon, and he runs through a full, wow.
He may never get touched.
What an athlete.
Oh,
as he
boy.
falls into the end zone. What is that, 58-yard run there for Cash, and a touchdown for Cash as well.
That's what you want to do because they are keying all over
Dixon.
Good
call, but he sold it, Keaton. He put it in his gut long enough to where I thought it was going to be a run.
Fooled me as well.
And then I don't know if he was touched, so it was perfectly executed everywhere, including the runner. But, I mean, he's going to get the stat, but that was well done, all 11 players.
Firing on all cylinders. We mentioned that the Rough Riders needed to match the level of intensity. I'd say the level of intensity was matched right there as the Rough Riders go on to tack on the point after. It's up, and it is good.
It's tacked.
Sailing right in to the home band bleachers. So 7 points for the Rough Riders there, and we'll be back.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas. You're watching NetSN coverage with Wellington and Shire's productions of the Center Rough Riders. Tonight, it's Texas versus Louisiana as the Riders take on the North DeSoto Griffins, live from Griffin Stadium in Stonewall, Louisiana.
Rough Rider Athletics. Let's get it started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, everyone, welcome back as the Center Rough Rider kickoff is fielded at the 5. And he is going to not go down from anyone. And he is taking the ball to the 45, to the 30, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Is there a flag? Please be a flag.
No flags on the play.
That was well blocked up by the old, what used to call the wedge. Man, it was right there.
And so good speed from Cole Corey, their best player, according to the coaching staff.
Yeah, really good play right there. So it's going to be first down and 10 at the 29-yard line. The score, the Rough Riders 45, the Griffins 36.
But hats off to the very fast Lance Wilburn, who ran him down from behind. I mean, it could have easily been a touchdown. So they're going to have to play some offense, Keaton.
Yep. Crisis averted for now. Handoff to number 26, who takes it up the gut and is met, not after gaining 5 yards, though. Second down, and we'll call it 5, maybe 6 for the Griffins.
That's Tristan Hopper. He's been their workhorse up the middle all night long.
Hurry up offense. Snap to the quarterback. Looks downfield, passes it, and it is intercepted by the Rough Riders in the end zone, and he's going to take it out of the end zone.
Probably not the best move, but
maybe not the best decision as he is pushed out of bounds at the 9. Flag on the play.
And the flag. Was it after the interception or before? That's the big question.
I'm afraid they're going to call pass interference.
The coaching staff next to us not happy with that. I'm not either. Pass interference call, and if it was pass interference, and if that's
No.
it
was holding on
after
the return.
Okay, we can
So it's
handle
great.
that. That's about a 5-yard turn. Probably should have knelt in the end zone. Oh, well, that's a relief because if there was a moment there, that guy was open, Keaton.
Yep. But it was closed out. Just a good play by the defender and then a poor decision to bring it out of the end zone. First down and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Well, it's a 2-score game, and every minute the Rough Riders have the ball is a minute the Griffins don't.
Normally, I would say this is a 95-yard opportunity for Dixon. But, I mean, the Griffins have really shut him down here in the second half.
But it is an opportunity.
Well, let's watch this opportunity. First down and 10 at the 5. Handoff to Dixon. He takes a 2-yard gain up to the 7, second down and 8.
Yeah, and he had to make 2 really good moves left and right, dancing Barry Sanders style to get those 2 yards. Yeah, they have completely decided we're going to let's get someone else to beat us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not let Caden Dixon do this to us.
And their strategy seems to be working. Second down now. Snap to Cash Cross, who is evading everyone in the pocket. Throws it downfield over the defender, onto the ground, and a flag thrown by the referees at the spot where the receiver and the cornerback went down. Very likely pass interference.
Yeah, and that's the same sort of scrambling pattern that he passed to Wilbur, and it was knocked away from him earlier. Mm-hmm. This one was knocked away from him, but I think there was a lot more involved as Wilbur went down kind of hard and had to walk off to catch his breath.
Sometimes you can just kind of tell that the reason why that play was so good was because they broke the rules. And that's why the rules are there, is to prevent things like that and to also make it fair for both sides. So fair for both sides. It's going to be pass interference.
We've got our camera is pointing to the sideline over there. We see what looks like smoke coming up. See what that is? That is an inefficient cooling mechanism.
Really?
You see that?
That's one of those fans that aren't porta-cool.
It's not porta-cool.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of wasted stuff.
Yeah.
Because it gets you wet.
Right.
We got porta-cools down.
Right.
See if we can get Scarlett. Can you get us down and show us a porta-cool?
Can you show us that porta-cool? Notice how there's no fog and smoke coming out of that. No humidity. That's just all fan.
The pros have these things, right?
Right.
So anyway, that's porta-cool.
Center Texas's very own porta-cool. Now the Center Rough Riders take the ball at the 22-yard line. Snap, handed off to Caden Dixon, who this time is met at the line but continues to run forward. And he is going to be down at the 25, maybe 24-yard line, second down.
That was a first half not good run. In the second half, we'll take that. That's
on schedule.
Good for about 3 or 4.
Second down now. Snap to Cash, hands it to Dixon again, stops the line, dancing a little bit, and he runs into his own blocker as he is brought down at the 25-yard line again, third down.
Yeah, only a gain of 1, so it's third down. Pretty serious. In this part of the field, you don't really think 4-down territory.
I think you run that quarterback option again. Have him put in the belly and pull it out, let him converge on him, and then you run.
Snap to Cash, handed to Dixon, who falls very close,
he's gonna be real close
to the first down, pending the spot. We'll see what the referees say.
Yeah, that was good. I think everybody figured, okay, well, they're not going to give it to him this time, and they did, and it almost worked. It's 1 yard short, Keaton.
Fourth down and 1. What do you do in this situation?
Go for it.
I'm tempted to go for it, and they are too, because they've called timeout to talk about it. So, what, do we need to take timeout as well, Counselor?
We can do that.
Well, let's do. We'll be right back with 4th and 1.
We're going to hear from Billy Don. So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and that chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
All right, everyone, welcome back. The score is 45-36 in favor of the Rough Riders with 5 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. Fourth down and maybe 1 yard for the Rough Riders.
Looks like they're going for it deep in the Griffins' end.
Snap to Cross, hands it to Dixon, who busts into the line and looks like he is going to push forward. for the first down.
You know those cartoons where the runner kind of just stands there and his feet gets going real fast and then he goes?
Yep.
That's kind of what he just did. He just built up so much momentum that, I mean, they were there and they hit him, but they couldn't keep him from a yard gain.
I'm very glad that I was not on the defensive line trying to stop him on that one right there.
Bad place to be.
Sometimes it's just good that I'm talking about what's happening and I'm not actually affecting it.
I feel that way weekly.
First down and 10 for the Rough Riders on the 32-yard line. Caden Dixon trying to find which side to stand. Snap to Cash. Fakes it to Dixon, keeps it himself, runs right up the middle. Shoestring
nice
tackle.
Tackle by number 1 from
that was
Griffins. Otherwise, he was gone.
I thought that was going to work 2 times in a row. That's Lake Bates who grabbed the shoestring, and I think nobody was more surprised in the state of Louisiana than Cash was. I mean, there was nobody.
I think Cash
in
was
front
thinking
of
he was about to cash this one in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. First down now for the Rough Riders. Snap to Cash, handed to Dixon again, and he is brought down after a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9. Yeah, that looked like Cash was about to take that to the end zone.
Yeah, just the exact same play they scored with on the last possession, and it was working exactly the same way.
I'm trying to figure out what they're doing because I know they are bringing extra people in the box to try to stop Dixon. But then again, like number 32 on their defensive line just beat our guy.
Second down, snap to Cash, evading in the pocket, throws downfield. It is bobbled and just barely dropped after a couple of retries there. Instead, the ball falls harmlessly into the grass. Instead, what would have been a touchdown. So third down now for the Rough Riders after 2 potentially scoring plays are foiled by either our own mess-ups or just a miracle tackle.
3 passes in a row from Cross to Wilburn that could have been huge completions. One of them was a penalty that counted for us, but 2 of them, that could have been a touchdown.
Third down snap to Cash, who hands it to Caden. He is going to be brought down after a 3, maybe 4-yard gain, bringing up fourth down again. So another fourth down on this drive, very long drive. Do you roll the dice again?
This one's a little further. This one's 3rd and 5.
Dixon came up big for a big Ray Jones Chevrolet first down the last time we did this, but you're right. It was 4th and 1. It was deep in Rough Rider territory. This is a little bit more forgiving. The ball's on the 40, 4:10 to go and ticking down, and they're looking for a decision. 12 seconds on the snap on the play clock. Now down under 10 seconds.
Are we going to call a timeout here?
I think we just might. We're going to have to. So they let it get down to 1 second. Call timeout. 3:52. How many do we have left, Counselor?
I think that's one more, right?
I'm looking at. I mean, I think that's our first one that we've used.
There's a lot of timeouts have been called, but at this point, according to their scoreboard, neither team has called them. I don't think that could possibly be right.
Well, I mean, I think several of them we had cramps and stuff like that.
Okay.
You want to take a quick break?
Let's take a quick break.
Steve Tinkle at Center Tire Company knows time is money, and that's why when you pull into Center Tire Company, it's like a NASCAR pit stop. You tell them what you want, and they're on it fast. Whether you need a set of new tires for your car or truck, a flat fix, or just a tire rotation, you won't have to wait long at Center Tire Company. Name brand tires you know, hometown folks you trust. If it has tires, either they've got it or they can get it at Center Tire Company, 880 Hurst Street in Center.
Shires, you look good in that shirt.
I know. I'm wearing my Washington Shires production shirt. It's this gray. It's the sleeves, and it's just so comfortable. Got it at Mooney's Emporium.
She made them, designed them, made them. I mean, just did great.
She worked with me on the design.
Should we start merchandising these?
I think we should get them for sale. I absolutely think people need to look sharp everywhere. Big 4th down, though, Keaton. 4th and 5.
4th down and 5 for the Rough Riders. Send the man in motion to the other side of the line. Snap to Cash. Hands it to Dixon. Full head of steam. He is not going to make that. That is going to be a turnover on downs in favor of the Griffins.
It was the same play that they dialed up on 4th down and 1. He got a big head of steam, but there's just too many people between him and the target. Now, one of the Griffins that he hit, it stayed down and is just now getting up. Like you said, not a good place to be, but they made the play, and that's the second stop in the second half for the Griffins.
Of course, the Riders still up 45-36.
So
they still have that that extra cushion.
Yep, 9-point lead for the Rough Riders, so we can afford to have maybe one of these, but
no, I think we gave our advantage away
yeah.
in that first.
I don't feel comfortable sitting right here right now, but it's up to the Griffins to respond. First down for them. Snap to the quarterback, hands it to the running back going around the left side. He's going to be able to get the first down, and he's got daylight as he keeps running down the sideline to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line, finally being tackled from behind.
Man,
I think the Griffins responded.
That's the kind of play they do. And, last week, they're 0-1, but last week they played Airline High School in Shreveport, one of the state's biggest schools, and played them admirably.
Yeah.
By the way, he stepped out of bounds a little bit before he was brought down, so the ball will be marked to the 27. That helps a little.
1st and 10 at the 27, snapped, handed again to the running back, full head of steam. This time he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 7, maybe 8, maybe 9. So 2nd down and 1 for the Griffins. Score 45-36, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Snapped again, handed to the running back, and he's going to be getting a first down on that one, brought down at the 11-yard line.
New running back, Kenny Thomas, smaller, faster. He's a sophomore, a little change of pace. They are first down in the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone.
So first down
and
goal now. Handed to the running back, number 26, and he is going to get through the line down to the 6-yard line, but a flag on the play.
Kristen Hopper.
I thought we had him stopped, honestly.
Yeah, he's their workhorse. He does what Dixon does. He breaks tackles and makes things happen. We'll see what the WADA penalty is. Boy, a bunch of WADA penalties on this evening. Face
mask on the Riders.
All right, so a big game, but they'll take that penalty, I'm sure, and get first down again.
Yeah.
Boy, the outcome of this one is wildly up in the air.
Wildly in the air,
45-36 with 3:03 to go in the quarter. Rough Riders went into the half with a 9-point lead. They're on the verge of giving it up here deep in the red zone for State Farm.
Snapped and handed to the running back again. This time met at the line, and he is going to be sat down at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Very good defensive stand. Both defenses have been doing this. This has been the defensive quarter. There have only been 2 touchdowns scored at this point.
2nd down, snapped, handed, brought down at
the
fumble.
He hit the ball, hit the ground somehow.
Number 21 for the Rough Riders.
Atkinson caused the fumble?
Yes.
What an amazing turnaround.
Cody Atkinson with the play of the game so far, because they were headed in, and he just put a lick on the running back, and then the Riders come in and recover.
Didn't see who recovered it, but almost didn't matter. Atkinson has been so good the last 2 weeks. He came up huge there, Keaton.
Yep, came up massively for the Rough Riders.
Man, I got so excited I didn't stop the scoreboard.
Well, for everyone at home, the score is 45-36, 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Rough Rider ball at the 2-yard line.
But the story is they figured out a way to stop Edwards. Dixon.
Snap back to Cash, deep in the end zone. He's going to heave the ball.
Throw it away.
Over to Lance Wilburn. He wasn't going to be able to catch it, but it was close enough to him to where they can't call intentional grounding. So veteran play there by Cash Cross.
But scary, standing there in the end zone like that, not really knowing who's fixing to come through. And, savvy play, but second down and 10.
Safety makes it a 7-point game.
True. It's a 1-score game again if he gets tackled in the end zone.
The script is practically writing itself now. 2nd down for the Rough Riders back, and they're deep in their own territory. Snap to Cash, hand to Dixon. He is going to be brought down after he's never going to be brought down, but he's going to be stopped after about a 2.5-yard gain, giving a little bit more cushion for the Rough Riders, but still deep in their own territory, 3rd down.
3rd down and 7, have to get to about the 12. Hard to tell from this. Oh, and I just saw a streak of lightning to my right. I hope the referees didn't see it.
Hope they did see it if it's dangerous.
That's true. It's just a ways away. I don't think we're in danger, but here we go. Big 3rd down play.
Yeah. Snap to Cash Cross. Fakes it to Dixon. He's going to run it up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at the 9, maybe the 10-yard line.
Had to get across to the 12.
4th down.
And 3, and it looks like we're going to get to see our punter for the 2nd time this quarter, 2nd time this season.
Maybe do you run a fake punt here?
I don't know.
Well, it have to be.
Snap it to the up man and just slip up 3. It's so short. You don't need much.
It's a dangerous dangerous play either way, because if the punter fumbles the ball, it's a touchdown. Exactly. If it's a bad kick, it's favorable field position for the Griffins. So.
But that last run at least did buy us enough room to where it's a full snap.
Full snap at least for the Rough Riders. 4th down. Punt incoming. Back to the punter. He kicks it away quickly, but it's an ugly punt that is going to have a neutral bounce down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and given what I just saw on the punt, yes, go for it. Fake punt.
Yeah.
Ball was on the 9-yard line, and it was kicked and rolled to didn't quite make it to the 30. So that's a 20-yard punt, and this is it's our place kicker who's brilliant, but
punting and place kicking, 2 very different motions.
And he hadn't had much practice at punting.
Exactly. 1st down and 10 for the Griffins at the 29-yard line of the Rough Riders. Snap to the quarterback, handed to the running back, right up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at the 22-yard line.
Close to a 1st down, not quite. That's Hopper, number 26, their workhorse, brought down by several Rough Riders, including number 45.
2nd down snap, again handed to the running back. This time met immediately.
Beautiful, good defense.
Brought down by a big man up front. Going to be 3rd down for the Griffins.
Number 57 for the Rough Riders.
Dakota Carroll was the man who stopped the last play. This is Brandon West on that play, bringing up a big 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, snaps the quarterback rolling out. He's going to evade the Rough Riders and take it up to the 18, maybe the 16-yard line. 1st down for the Griffins.
Rolled to his left and decided to keep it and run, made a good decision. All he needed was 2. He got a little more than that. 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line and the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone.
Snap back to the quarterback, who then hands it to the running back, and he's going to be brought down after virtually no gain, maybe a gain of 1 yard, 2nd down and maybe 9 for the Griffins.
Look at the defense that both teams are playing. It's a defensive struggle all of a sudden. Number 14 on the stop for the Riders that time.
And a big stop it was right there. Rough Riders needing virtually everything they can get. 2nd down for the Griffins.
They can wait for the quarter to end if they want to. Yep. Maybe they can draw the Rough Riders
offside. I think that's what they're going to do.
2 seconds, 1 second, and that will be it for the 3rd quarter of play. 4th quarter of play coming up soon.
But before we do that, are we going to the Batters scoreboard?
It's time to go to the Batters scoreboard. When your case matters, you know it's got to be Batters. They have a presence all throughout East Texas, including a beautiful office right there on the square in Center, Texas. We go now in the 3rd quarter to the Rough Riders district to see what's going on with the folks that the Riders are going to have to play later on in the season. Here it is. His District 9. Carthage is leading in, this is the 2nd quarter score, 27-0. And you know what? Let's play the Batters commercial and let me refresh my phone. Maybe I'll get better scores. How about that?
All right, here we go.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a 3rd-generation law firm, serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
All right, here we go. Back here is the Rough Riders are leading by 9 in their district. Carthage is leading San Antonio Cornerstone 34-0. Bullard leading Quinlan Ford 35-16. The Canton Eagles are making it a game against Caddo Mills Foxes, only down by 2. And Van leading Lindale 35-23.
2nd down was snaps. The quarterback who's evading in the backfield, and he's going to throw it to his running back who drops the ball at the 10-yard line. That's going to be no gain for the Griffins, and 3rd down and maybe 9 yards.
Mental mistake by that young man. By the way, to finish it out, Brownsboro leading Maybank. They were supposed to. And Rusk leading Athens by 3. That was a halftime score.
So a lot of games out there, some close, some not. The Rough Riders and the Griffins engaged in warfare right now. 45-36, snap to the quarterback who throws it over the middle, and it's going to fall into the end zone, but onto the grass. Going to be incomplete. 4th down now. What do you do?
The quarterback put some mustard on that one, and it went right through everybody's hands.
Now, this is a field goal that makes sense if they think they can kick it. They're down.
I don't think they're kicking the field goal.
They don't think they can. 4th down now for the Griffins. 4th down and 9. You can feel the energy in the stadium right now. Snap back to the quarterback who hands it to the running back who throws it back to the quarterback. And he is going to keep running and be brought down, but there's
Late
a flag
Oh, my goodness
on the play.
gracious.
And that's going to be describe that play. The line fell down. I mean, that obviously.
No, it's trick play.
Trick play. The line just kind of got out of the way.
Yeah, no, it was a throwback to the quarterback.
Initially, though,
And it was not. We snuffed it out. We had a defensive tackle out there and snuffed it out.
But what's the call?
What is the call?
They're still talking about it. Mr. White Hat, Rob says, over on the far corner, the Rough Riders are applauding. It might have been a pre-snap thing, so if so, it'll still be fourth down. They'll back it up.
Well, we don't know. Holding against the Riders.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Wait, unsportsmanlike against the Griffins.
Do those
So
offset?
they'll be offsetting, redo the.
But they get to redo the down, so the.
Well, no, unless it's a post. I mean, okay. There's a weird rule for this,
and they're
this
talking
stuff.
through it, and it may be a little bit different in
It might
Louisiana.
be it may be a first down, and then 15 back.
That's probably what it is, because the holding penalty took place during the play. The personal foul was after the play, so they don't really offset.
Well, let's hope they offset for the Rough Riders' sake.
No, I don't think they're going to offset.
No.
So they're doing the walking. They walk it against the Rough Riders. Then he turns around at the 5-yard line and starts walking. This guy's dynamic. This line judge that does the walking.
He should take it to the 20, where it'll probably be first down and 10.
I think that's what's going to happen. So big advantage to North DeSoto. Again, the Rough Riders, I don't think have been penalized as often, but their penalties have seemed to be, on
Crunch
the whole,
time. Yeah.
a lot more significant.
So 1st and 10 after the gymnastics performed by the.
We stopped the trick
Yeah.
play, and it still didn't work.
Stop the trick play, flag on the play, flag after the play. First down and 10 on the 20-yard line for the North DeSoto Griffins. Snap back to the quarterback, handed to the running back, and he's going to be met and brought down at the 17-yard line. It's going to be second and about 7 yards. 45-36 in favor of the Rough Riders with 11 minutes and 22 seconds left to play in the game. Big second down coming up. Snap to the quarterback, handed it to the running back, going around the left side, and he's going to be brought down around his ankles at the 14-yard line, making it third down and about 5, maybe 4 yards to go.
That was number 10. They had that blocked up, and I thought that was going to go
Caleb Mosley
to first, but number 10.
Individual play, solo tackle.
11 minutes left to play. Third down now for the Griffins. Snap to the quarterback, handed to the running back, a hole up in the middle, and he is brought down.
That's going to be enough for a first
Enough for a first down.
It's close.
Making it 1st and goal. 4 more downs to go for the Rough Riders to hold out or for the Griffins to score. Snap to the quarterback, handed to the running back, number 5, who was brought down at the 3-yard line. Second down for the Griffins after just back-to-back-to-back short gains.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a score. It was filled up by the secondary last minute.
Second down now for the Griffins, handed to the running back again, and this time he is going to take it into the end zone, and that's going to be a score for the Griffins.
10:28 to go. A minute and a half into the last quarter, and the Griffins capitalize on a mistake, on a penalty. They had one too, but our penalty gave them a first down when we'd snuffed it out. How many times have drives either ended or been continued on fourth down, crucially for the Rough Riders? Now they line up to try to make it a 2-point game.
Time for the point after attempt. It's going to be snapped, held, kicked, and through the uprights. So that's going to be 7 points for the Griffins, making the score 45-43 with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the game. We'll be right back.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the housewarming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
Shelby Savings Bank has a brand new look. They're proud of where they've been, where they came from starting in 1981, but now they're moving forward with locations all over East Texas to serve you. Will Lucas knows that he's standing on the backs of giants that had a vision for the financial future of Shelby County. And he and his staff are taking that future into new directions with things like mobile deposits. It's the same bank, new look, Shelby Savings Bank, member FDIC.
All right, here's the kickoff. Riders going to take it. It's going to be a short kick, and they're going to get back to, what, about the 42?
Yeah,
or
37. But that's better than usual field position, really, for either team.
Right. Folks, our transmission signal is halved since the start of the game. I don't know why that is.
I know that there's weather. I'm looking at some scary striking lightning to my right.
So we're going to be seeing a few skips. We're sorry about that. When we repost, we'll repost the game without the skips because we also record it. But it's gotten down. I can't set the quality any lower.
First down snap to Cash Cross, who throws it out wide, and his receiver Lance Wilburn is brought down immediately for no gain. That's going to make it 2nd down and 10 now again for the Rough Riders, who have not been marching the field down with confidence as they were in the first half.
It was just an offensive. Well, really, both teams. It's like we have witnessed the birth of a defense.
Yeah.
And both teams have put it together, man.
That's just how the cavemen discovered defense too. Very similar circumstances. But these circumstances are 2nd down and 10 for the Rough Riders with 9 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the ball game, holding on to a 2-point lead. Snap back to Cash Cross, who fakes it to Dixon, throws it to his right. It's going to be caught by number 7, who will get the first down,
nice
down
job.
to the 50.
Who is 7?
49-yard line now in the Griffins' territory.
Travis Bellin, his second big
Bellin,
catch
I
of
don't
the
know why
game.
I can't. Got to remember Bellin is 7.
He had a 7-point catch earlier in the first half, but yeah, that was beautifully thrown, beautifully scripted, beautifully executed.
Snap back to Cash, who doesn't bother with the fake, throws it over to number 11, who gets about 7 yards before brought out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 3 for the Rough Riders.
Bringing the hitch pass out of the playbook. One step and throw.
And I'd like to apologize. I missed. Well, nope. 2nd down and 3. I was correct. 2nd down and 3 for the Rough Riders. Snap to Cash Cross, hands the ball to Dixon, who brings it to the 41-yard line before he is met and stopped. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 1 with 9 minutes left to play in the ball game. 2-point lead for the Rough Riders.
3rd down and a fat one. It looks like more like about 2. And I thought maybe since they were throwing it, they wouldn't be keying on him anymore and he'd break it, but it didn't happen.
Now, whatever the Griffins have done to stop Dixon has been working currently. 3rd down and 1, snap to Cash, handed to Dixon. He is going to be brought down far behind the line.
Big defense. Number 22 was back there before the handoff happened. Maurice Hampton, he never had a chance. He was down before he got the ball. I'm glad he didn't fumble.
Yeah, that's could have been tragic. Turns out to be tragic.
Loss of 4. It's now where it's spotted. They got to get to the 39, ball on the 44, 4th down and 5, and we only have a 2-point lead with 8:21 to go. They're going to let the time tick down, but most likely, well, I thought they would call a timeout, but they didn't, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Rough Riders going for it on 4th down and 5. Snap back to Cash Cross, who drops back, and he is going to scramble with it. He's going to be met at the line, and he's going to be brought down after a 2-yard loss. Turnover on downs. Griffins will take the ball at the 47-48-yard line.
Looking for flags. The Rough Riders want flags. I don't know if there was anything particular they saw. They're just hoping for a flag. But, yeah, that was a good defensive stand. And the sellout capacity Griffin, all the what's the Griffin?
A drift.
The whole drift of them in the home stands went nuts. This is a big game. Not important. It's not district yet for either team. By the way, only the 2nd game for the Griffins. But, boy, just the intensity. This is the kind that forge a team, you know?
Yeah, no, right. Win, lose, or draw, this is going to be a great experience for the
We'll remember that this is where we discovered our defense for sure.
1st down and 10 for the Griffins. Timeout called by the Rough Riders.
That could be huge.
Yeah, but I guarantee you the defensive coordinator to my left was screaming for a timeout.
Yeah,
please.
Like.
So let's set the stakes here for a little bit.
Let's do.
45-43.
Yes.
Rough Riders lead by 2, but it certainly doesn't feel that way.
No.
The Griffins are only 52 yards away from making it their lead. Potentially 5 points, maybe 6-point lead for the Griffins. So the Rough Riders needing to make a stand.
The Rough Riders went into halftime. Have we scored 2 this quarter or in this half? We had 2 touchdowns, just 1. We went in at 38.
Yeah, just 1.
So we've scored 1 touchdown to their 2. We had a 9-point lead. It's now a 7-point lead. And the Rough Riders are on their heels. They've been stopped on 4th down twice. We've had to punt twice. Both defenses have dug in. Now it's 1st down for the Griffins.
1st down and 10, handed to the running back, who is going to be brought down. And I thought I saw a fumble, but I was incorrect. My eyes have deceived me. 4-yard gain for the Griffins, 2nd down and 6.
Good play by the running back to lean forward. It could have been a 2-yard gain, but he fought through it.
Snap back to the quarterback, who does a quick hitch pass before he's able to evade defenders, and he's going to be brought down after about a 10-yard gain. 10-yard gain, is that right?
Very good dance. Yeah, I thought he was going to go down quickly.
Yep. The gain doesn't quite matter as much as it does. It's a 1st down now for the Griffins at the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 37. Snap back to the quarterback, hands it to the running back up the middle, and he's going to be brought down after a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and about 6 with 7 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the ballgame.
A little more than half a quarter with the Griffins driving. Get about 11 yards away from the Chris Mayfield zone.
Snap back to the quarterback, who again hands it to the running back, and this time he's going to get everything needed for that 1st down. So it will be a 1st down and 10 for the Griffins at the 23-yard line.
And they keep the pressure.
Again, handed to the running back, who tests the middle and is able to bust outside before he is shoestring tackled by the Rough Riders, number 11. He's going to be down at the 11-yard line. 1st down and 10.
Good
deep
play
in the Rough Rider territory.
By Caleb Mosley, another individual tackle. Yep. I think he got his hand stepped on it. Hurt his hand.
Yep. Handed to the running back before finally being met at the line.
Atkinson brought the wood on that one,
Brought the wood. Atkinson's a sophomore. He's playing like a senior.
Well, glad to have him on the team right now as he prevents a big play by making only a 1-yard gain for the Griffins. 2nd down and 9, deep in Rough Rider territory. Was going to go for the snap, instead looking at the coach, seeing for the play, seeing if there's an audible. 6 minutes and 38 seconds left in the ballgame. Offside call on the Rough Riders.
If a defensive lineman takes a step forward, he doesn't make contact, he gets back.
That's not unless he draws an offensive player. Now, most offensive players are savvy enough.
The offensive player just stood up and pointed.
Snap to the quarterback, who hands it to the running back before being stood up at the 2-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and goal.
I'm not sure we can do that 3 or 4 times, but that was a crippling hit.
I felt that one from up here. So 2nd down for the Griffins. Going to be trying to push the ball into the end zone, and they make it into the end zone. That's going to be 6 points, making the score 49-45 with 6 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the ballgame.
A little bit of a decision here in that if you go for 2 and make it, it's a 6-point game. Forcing us to make the extra point to go ahead, but they're not. They're going for the extra point here. Both teams have made all the ones they've tried.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't quite matter either way. That 1 extra point is the difference between a touchdown or 2 field goals. So snapped. It's going to be a fake. It is a perfectly executed fake, and we were wrong. They cared about those 2 extra points.
Yeah.
It's going to make it 51-45.
Holder did a little bootleg around behind him, and they found a wide-open receiver while the Rough Riders were not paying attention. Yeah, all right, y'all, 51-45, another shootout. We said it was going to be a shootout, but this one just feels different. We'll be right back.
Mangum Funeral Home provides funeral, burial, and cremation services for the East Texas area. The new owners, Tony and Tracy Willoughby, as well as the licensed professional staff, are available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 936-598-3341 or stop by for a visit at 420 St. Augustine Street in Center. Mangum Funeral Home prides themselves on providing prompt, compassionate service during life's most difficult times.
All right, get ready for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Riders now trail for the first time since, sometime in the second quarter. And a kick deep. It's not going to be that deep. We're going to come up and catch it. Fielded about the 20.
Make some
Get up for
move.
the hole, and we're still going. Going to get to about the 30, 32-yard line where the Riders will take over. First down and 10.
Good return there by the Rough Riders. Let's set the stage once again. 45-51 in favor of the Griffins. 6 minutes and 11 seconds.
Farms post-game show, we're going to talk to the coach. We got to figure out a Dairy Queen player of the game and a Center Motor Company player of the game. We'll talk to all of them live on the field. Wiggins Farms post-game.
First and 10, snap to Cash Cross, handed to Caden Dixon, who dances and sees a little bit of daylight, makes a move, and he's going to be brought down at the 41-yard line. The 41-yard line, and that's going to be not enough for a first down, making it second down and about 1.
I think it's his long. I think 8 yards is about his longest rush of the half.
Longest rush of the half there for Caden Dixon, bringing up a second down and 2 with 6 minutes left to play. Rough Riders trailing by 6, and looks like there's a timeout on the field.
Yeah, it looks like the 6-minute warning. We got to exactly 6, and both teams go to the sides. So that gives me a chance to tell you about Sandy Cox State Farm. She is a Rough Rider football sponsor. She's a Game of the Week sponsor, which means she's a Shelbyville Dragon sponsor. She's a Tenaha Tiger sponsor, a Joaquin Ram sponsor. And if we get to do Timpson games, she'll be right there with the Bears. She is a county-wide sports sponsor, your insurance agent for the county, Sandy Cox State Farm. And when your car is nasty and you just want to drive through and take care of it quickly, Joe's Car Spa. Pamper your car with Joe's. Reed Grant would love to have you.
Thank you very much to our sponsors. Second down and 2. Going to be faked to Caden, and Cash will hold on to it, and he will take the ball up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah,
and
he should get the first.
Should be a first down.
So Ray Jones Chevrolet first down.
It is a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had to earn that one.
Is a first down.
Because it's not coming in as easy.
Yeah, in the first half, the Ray Jones first downs were Corvettes, and now they're work trucks.
Yeah. First down and 10 for the Rough Riders. Snap back to Cash, who drops back looking for a man. He throws it over the middle and caught by number 11, who is going to be taken down at the 49-yard line. It's going to be enough for about a 7-yard gain there.
Good offensive line blocking. That, again, is Jeremiah Ratcliffe, who's been money for Cash.
But the Rough Riders not going to slow down. Second down and about 3. Snap back to Cash, who hands the ball to Caden Dixon, who is able to take this one up the line. He gets through, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Interestingly, never brought down to the ground.
Needed the 46, got the 45. Another Ray Jones Chevrolet first down. Clock ticking. 5:10. They're temporarily stopped to set the chains, and here we go.
First down and 10. Rough Riders snap the ball, fake it to Caden. Cash moving in the pocket. He's going to keep it himself, and he takes it down about 11 yards, and that's going to be another first down. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 4 minutes and 59 seconds left in the ballgame. Rough Riders trail by 6.
And some of you may be seeing some of these strikes of lightning all over the stadium now. They're moving closer. If this were Texas, UIL would have called this. We'd be waiting 30 minutes. But we're still going first down.
Snap to Cash, handed to Dixon. He's able to make a move, and he almost had the touchdown there. Instead, he's going to be brought down after a gain of 9. Second down and 1 for the Rough Riders.
Second time this game, number 1 has ankle tackled and saved a touchdown.
Handed again to Caden Dixon, who this time is going to spin around. He's going to get through, and he's going to be brought down after a 6-yard gain. First down and 10 for the Rough Riders again, moving down the field. 4 minutes, 37 seconds left to play.
Should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. Instead, it's a Ray Jones first down in the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone.
Great play by Caden Dixon there. First down and 10, snap to Cash. Holds on to it. Sees a man moving over the middle. Not the best pass. That was
Cash missed him because that was if he throws it on the inside.
There's a reason he missed him. The back judge was standing in his way. If he'd held it long enough to get past the back judge, he'd have gone down. He couldn't lead him because he'd hit the back judge, and the dude that walks it so slow it hit him right in the head.
Perhaps 3 teams on the field right now.
Yeah.
Second down and 10 for the Rough Riders. Incompletion stops the clock. 4 minutes and 29 seconds left. Man motioning to the other side of the formation. Handed to Caden Dixon, who is going to be stopped and just brought down after no gain.
Well, that's good defense. And third down and big. Rough Riders are down by 6. Got to have a touchdown. Ball on the 20. Definitely 4-down territory, but they're looking at third down and 11.
Third down and 11. 4 minutes and 6 seconds left. Time still moving down. Rough Riders trying to figure out what play they're going to do. The Griffins rushing to match the formation. Snap back to Cash, fakes it to Dixon over the middle, and that's going to be intercepted.
He was hit when he threw it.
Griffins take the ball down to their
he's run out of bounds.
48-yard line, pushed out of bounds. Every ref on the field throwing a flag.
Caden Dixon pushed him down after he went out of bounds, so they'll add another 15 yards to that. And Cash Cross was there too. They both were faster, but that's the play of the game for the Griffins, protecting the 6-point lead. And it was a bad pass because he was hit when he threw it.
Yeah, just trying to get the ball away before he was brought down. Affects the throwing motion, intercepted, brought down to the 48-yard line before the penalty is going to move it a little bit further. Griffins ball, 3 minutes, 46 seconds left to play, 51-45 in favor of the Griffins.
I wonder if the Griffins don't shift down a little bit into.
I doubt they will.
It would be to their advantage to take up some of this 345, score or not, leave the Rough Riders, because Center's not been scoring on the long 80-yard run. We're having to drive the ball. So we'll see what the chess match looks like. But suddenly the advantage goes big to the red, white, and blue Griffins.
Rider defense has got to make a stop here.
1st and 10, snapped, handed off right up the middle, but he's going to be brought down after a 2, maybe 3-yard gain. 2nd down is 7 for the Griffins, and a flag is thrown.
And I wonder why. Usually it's on the team that's behind when they do that. And if you're smart, if you're the team ahead, you hit people, you pinch people, you say bad things, and then wait for the referee to catch the second guy.
Yep.
Hold on a second. I think it's maybe against them.
Well, that would be good. Oh, I see number 54 for the Griffins pointing at us. No, that's a shame.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Rough Riders.
That's good defensive effort that is just nullified by someone losing their temper.
Yeah.
Can't have that. We've got to stop them.
All right. Yeah, that takes them into the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone.
So 1st and 10 for the Griffins on the 15-yard line. 15 yards away from another score. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game. The Griffins lead by 6. Rough Riders needing to make a stand. Griffins needing to keep that clock running. Snap to the quarterback, who hands the ball off right up the middle, and this time he's going to be brought down after a gain of 3, to the tune of every other time that's happened in the last 3 minutes. 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7 for the Griffins.
Kristen Hopper was just making 8, 10, 12, 14 yards at a clip in the first half. He's just like our running back, finding it a lot harder in the second.
The defense is on both sides standing up a lot stronger than they did in the first half. The offenses, on the other hand, I give the nod to the Griffins this half.
Who would have thought it would become
you're right,
a defensive struggle?
And you're right. They're not rushing to the line of scrimmage.
So 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. 2nd down. Quarterback in the shotgun, snap back. Hands it to the running back, who goes right up the middle, and he's going to get the 1st down, and he's going to get the score, and that'll probably do it right there, folks.
No, there's still plenty of time.
2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game.
Now what you got to hope.
57-45, pending the extra point.
57-45, down by 12. Extra point puts them at 13. You got to hope we can score quickly and get the onside kick.
Well, or timeouts. We'll see. There's still a lot of time left in this.
Rough Riders have 1 timeout. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. That makes it difficult. It says on the board that North Desoto has all 3 of theirs. I haven't been keeping up with it. That doesn't seem right. But
I think that's right. Well, now they have 2.
Okay, so North DeSoto calls the timeout. I am about to make an executive decision. Our Wiggins Farms post-game show is going to be from up here. No reason to go down there and keep those kids on the field any longer. The lightning is an issue, and I like doing post-game shows. I especially like talking to coaches when something has changed. We've discovered a defense. I know he's win or lose, he's going to be anxious to talk about stuff.
Matter of fact, but we now have the opportunity on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. live
That's right.
from the pizzeria.
That's
Come
right.
out and enjoy some pizzeria pizza
wish you would.
and watch the Rick Meeks Coaching Show, where we will have time to discuss
Right.
all the pros and cons of this game.
Watch it on this channel, and please come eat pizza.
Come down and eat pizza.
And we're hoping to have some guests this week for the first time as well, but so it's not just Rick. But anyway, the post-game show will happen from here.
Surely we'll have a lot to say. 2-point conversion is
no
going
good.
to be no good,
But
which
he-
is going to make the score 57-45.
And that was good. He completed the pass, and the Rough Riders knocked him away from the end zone, probably just missed by inches.
Yep, still some fight left in these Rough Riders with 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to play, down by 12.
12-point deficit, which is, let's go.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
You know, I'm hungry. What is there to eat around these parts?
Well, this is Texas, so you're probably going to want some barbecue.
Barbecue, you say?
Yes, and the very best you can get's at Yardbirds. You just pull on up to the drive-through window. When you get there, you tell them what you want. They got good stuff.
Do you think that would be good with some scones and a spot of tea?
Nah, you better leave that in your purse. Get you a beer or a soda.
All right, here's the kickoff. It bounces around. Ryder's going to field it. We've got a hole.
Well, that helped a lot. Keaton, we've been starting at the 30.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a very, very, very late flag.
Because, of course, there is.
At the 25-yard line. After the play, it was so completely over, and Caden Dixon was around it. Now, he may have said something that the Louisiana people didn't understand. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding.
Two very different languages.
Yeah.
You know, Texas, we speak English. Louisiana, they speak some weird combination of French and English.
It's them.
Oh, well, there you go. Maybe they did perfectly understand it.
I said it was a combination of French and English, not entirely different. You know, I think they call it Cajun. Learning a lot here today.
No, we figured it out. The referee.
We're going to start on their side of the 50. So, I mean, look we've
It's a
got
big one.
life, baby.
Yeah.
We have got life.
Well, they just keep walking.
Still going.
They've crossed the 50, and they've crossed the 45. We're 44 yards away with 2:21.
This referee might be the third leading rusher of the ball game so far.
I think you're right. One very slow step at a time.
Yeah. 2 minutes, 21 seconds left to play. The Rough Riders 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Going to be fake to Dixon. Cash is going to drop back, evading in the pocket, and he's going to heave one deep, and it's going to be caught in the end zone. The Rough Riders immediately respond with a 46-yard touchdown pass.
And that's Lance Wilburn. He caught that one. Took one play.
Game's not over yet, folks.
10 seconds. It's only a 12-point deficit that we just cut into, so I think we would just go and kick the extra point. 57-51, trying to make it 57-52.
Now, if you had all three timeouts, you would not onside kick.
Right. Yeah, the odds are still very much on the Griffins' side, but that keeps the heart beating.
Keeps the heartbeat going, and the extra point makes that heartbeat beat a little bit stronger. Score is going to be 52-57. Rough Riders trailing by only 5 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to play.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Okay. Here we go.
Lightning is striking all around us, and the Riders and the purple lightning struck, baby.
I wonder if that lightning is weather or if it's just a manifestation of the energy in the stadium right now, because both sides bring in the heat.
That's a T-shirt. Manifestation of the energy.
That's right.
That's going to be my band name.
Oh, that's
or
good.
at least our album title.
Yeah, I like the album better. And this will be the play of the game if it works. Almost certainly it's going to be an onside kick. Rough Riders down by 5, 57-52, hard-fought game. Rough Riders were ahead by 9 at halftime. Both teams kind of discovered defense, maybe the Griffins a little more. Both teams with critical turnovers at critical times. It's just been a great game.
Been an instant classic. Whole lot of narratives going on right now. Texas versus Louisiana, school versus school.
Parishes versus counties.
Yep. We'll see what happens with this. It's going to be an onside kick that is fielded easily.
It didn't take that big bounce. It didn't take that big bounce.
It didn't get the jump. And if it did, it would have jumped right over that guy and been perfect. But as it was just kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But at least there wasn't a penalty.
Well, you say that right now. You say that now.
They're doing it again.
Doing it again.
There's a penalty. Somebody was offside.
Was it a penalty?
Yes, they're going to re-kick it.
There we go.
I can't even make a joke.
So let's take 2.
Did we just back that up?
Yeah, they back up 5, and they're going to do it again.
So we
can get the big. So we can get the
boom. There's
the one right there.
The Griffins caught it. The Rough Riders hit the Griffins at the same time, hoping to knock it out of his gut. That was close.
Still didn't get that. You want that hop. You want that second one. You want it to come up.
Yeah. I used to could do that.
Yep.
No, you couldn't.
I could.
No, you couldn't.
I don't know how I did, but I could do it.
You did it once.
Man, one day I tried and I couldn't, and that's what happened to this. I'm sure Hernandez has made that happen over and over and over, but
unfortunately,
it
this
happened
is where that defensive mistake where we had to burn an extra timeout really hurts us because
that's.
I don't know that they can take it all the way down, but one first down will do it.
One first down ends this one.
Or one takeaway. Fumble or something like that, snapped, handed off to the running back, and that's going to be the first down that they needed, and he wisely falls down after passing the marker. First down and 10 for the Griffins.
I thought he was wisely sliding down. He had a cramp.
Oh.
He hit the ground, put his leg up, and they stretched it, but you're right. That first down, maybe, well, I don't know. He got it so quickly, maybe not.
Maybe just a, maybe.
It's a redo.
Happened so fast, but where they have another first down.
Yep. 2 minutes left to play. 52-57. First down.
And they're letting the clock run.
Yeah, I still think they're going to have to get one more first down, and otherwise we're not out of it.
40 times 4. Yeah, I think we're done.
No, we're still. I mean,
because I'm a mathematical genius.
Was that who called a timeout there?
Well, they did.
They
stopped the clock with 1:39, looking at first down. We'll be right back to finish this one up. Stick with us.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Rams team is cheering on the Center Rough Riders, and we're proud to support the Center ISD's administration, staff, students, and fans. This is General Manager Jeff Baker of Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and I invite you in to see the new vehicles we have in stock, as well as the area's best selection of pre-owned. We're all taking care of our customers' needs, and you'll have my promise we'll take care of yours. Come see us at Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Highway 96 North and Center, and go Riders.
They are in victory formation, Mr. Watlington.
Thanks, Mr. Watlington. Minute and 39 seconds left. Kneel down. It's going to make a second down. Clock will start running currently at a minute and 32.
Riders have a timeout to burn, and they burn it with 1:29. Every time people go into victory formation, especially when they kneel like this quarterback did and just get up real fast, I think of
Dan Marino?
No. I think of the Eagles and Buddy Ryan calling the fake kneel down and then piling on.
Oh, yeah.
I miss Buddy Ryan because you need people that you despise.
Yes. That's right. No, Marino faked the spike.
Yeah. That was pretty
I feel like a fake spike is fair.
Yeah, that's playing the game. But
Buddy Ryan was just Buddy
Yeah.
Ryan.
And
they named him Buddy to counteract his true attitude.
That he would have no friends in life.
He's not a buddy.
And who was Randall
Cunningham?
I liked him, and he apologized later. He said, "Hey, Coach told me to do it. I didn't do that." Mean.
And his name is Cunning, but he's not actually cunning. Names are funny like that.
I guess so. I don't like Buddy Ryan.
Yep. Second down now. North Desoto likes the position they're in.
Yeah,
that's going to be a knee.
Center can't stop the clock, and they have marked the ball now. 39 seconds. Yeah, there's 80 seconds left, and they don't have to snap it for about 38 of those. Boy, what a good game, though. And I hate we're not going down for the post-game show. I think it's the right call, but even though it's not going to be a win, it was such a worthy game, and a game where our defense really, in the second half at least, played well.
I have just a question.
Okay.
Is it illegal for a D lineman to swat the ball right when it's snapped?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make it sure.
It's got to get between the legs of the center.
Okay.
And at 1 second, the clock stopped, and I think that I thought that North Desoto called a timeout.
Interesting decision.
They're saying it's second on the scoreboard, but shouldn't this be fourth down?
No, they got the first down, and then
It's
they
third.
downed it twice.
No, this will be third.
So, yeah, this is the third down play. And it's if they waste a little bit of time, it's 44 seconds left. So if they waste a little bit of time on the play, the Rough Riders they won't have to run another one. So the officials are going, wait a minute, this could be kind of crafty. The Rough Riders might actually get one more. That's what Coach Meeks is saying. No, so you can see him on your screen. He's like, there is a little bit of air left in our tank.
Because here's the thing: what are they going to do after this play? Are they going to punt it? Because otherwise, we're going to have a couple. We might have a play or two.
Mm-hmm. So, but this is third down.
Yes, I agree.
So they're going to have.
Of course, they could. You know what they could do? They've got a 5-point lead. I would snap it and go just take off running
backwards. Yeah.
Run backwards and go to take a safety.
Well, yeah.
And end the game.
Yeah, you could do that, or just run backwards and get to the 50 and run around and play like you did in elementary school. And once you get down past 40 seconds, game's over.
But that's not going to happen. I mean, they're going to have to take.
This is so much fun.
Yeah.
It seems such a simple thing.
So here we go. Well, they put time back on the clock. That's what. Well, no, they're not. they're clicking it back down. Let's see where it stops. Yeah, it's running. How did we get to 42 seconds now? 39, 38. Yeah, Meeks is about to have a coronary. They didn't do anything. And
they never snapped it.
Never snapped it.
So there should be nothing off. There should be 44 seconds.
But they're moving it back.
They took a.
They took too much time,
but now they can.
Yeah, they saved the down. Yeah, they saved the down. So now they can safely do it. So they've downed. It's now below 40 seconds. It shouldn't be, but it should be below now. But
I'm not sure what that. I'm not. That's just to make sense to me. But hey, it's all right.
Well, the Rough Riders are in Louisiana and Texas. There's no way to get those apples and those oranges, but it was a wonderful game, and I think that there is a rivalry here. These two coaches, as long as they're in these respective schools, I think will play each other for years to come.
They need to, because this was a great test for both teams.
57-52 is the final. We'll be back with the Wiggins Farms postgame show right after this. You stick around.
Shelby Savings Bank has a brand new look. They're proud of where they've been, where they came from starting in 1981, but now they're moving forward with locations all over East Texas to serve you. Will Lucas knows that he's standing on the backs of giants that had a vision for the financial future of Shelby County. And he and his staff are taking that future into new directions with things like
mobile deposits. It's the same bank, new look. Shelby Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those
no,
American
I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's
How
what I need.
Father?
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Rough Rider Oil and Lube, they understand two very important things. First, you and your family spend a lot of time in your vehicle, so you need to take good care of that vehicle so it can take care of you. That's the specialty of Rough Rider Oil and Lube, protecting the engine that gets you where you need to go. Second, Rough Rider fans, they deserve the very best, so you're always welcome at Rough Rider Oil and Lube.
Well, welcome back, everybody. 57-52, the final score. Rough Riders lose their first one, but boy, what a great time we had getting to this point. Counselor, what are we going to smile about?
I think we found a defense. Our defense, even though, 57 is a lot of points, but at least one was a kickoff return, right? So,
yeah.
I feel like I felt just the best defense that we've played.
We were barely slowing them down, and then suddenly we were.
Yeah, in the second half, yeah.
Suddenly we were. What I want to smile about is the fact that North Desoto looks across the field and sees a 185-member band.
Yeah.
Not even supposed to be here. Who are these chaparrals? Why are you people here? It's pretty cool, the two different cultures. And like we said right just a minute ago, I think something else to smile about is I think we'll be seeing them again. I think these two teams are going to want to play each other.
Yeah, I think it's good because I think they push each other. I think this was a great game for us. Win, lose, or draw. I said it at halftime. This was going to be a great experience for us because now we get the lead. We play hard and get the lead, but against a good team, you cannot lose intensity in the third quarter.
Cannot. Dairy Queen play of the game, out of about 13 or 14 worthy nominees, what would you choose?
I still like the Atkinson.
Yeah, me too.
Forced fumble. You have the Wilburn touchdown.
I like that, but I like the defensive stand when it looks like they're driving down. They're fixing that. I think at the time they were about to get it to within 2.
Yeah.
And Atkins, we hadn't stopped them as good as the defense was playing from 3 yards, and Atkinson went in and caused a fumble.
Yep.
And suddenly there was life. That's my favorite play. That's my Dairy Queen play of the game. We've already heard from Dairy Queen, but now we'll hear from Wyndham Family Dental, who brought us something to smile about. We'll be right back.
Hey, Blue.
Excuse me?
Hey, my mouth hurts.
What?
My tubes in my mouth.
Oh, you have a toothache.
Yes, a tubes ache.
Well, you need to take that toothache to Wyndham Family Dental. If it can be done in a big city practice, it can be done at Wyndham Family Dental.
Oh, well, thanks very much.
Tammy Steptoe is where realty becomes reality. How do you know? Every time there has been a reader's favorite contest of the Light and Champion, they've won it. Whether it's your modest home you're looking for, or maybe a slightly less modest home, or your dream home, Tammy Steptoe has it. Or maybe it's a lakeside getaway or property to start all over. You need to trust the ladies at Tammy Steptoe Realty and Center.
This is where we would be talking. Actually, we'd be waiting to talk to Coach. Our camera is on the big celebration when the red and blue. The purple just now have broken up. I would normally be down there talking to Coach, but we're not today. Lightning It's time to just get everybody off the field. But if you were, what do you think Coach is going to tell us Tuesday night at the Rick Meeks show?
I think he's going. I think the lesson to be learned here. I think, because I'll ask him this, but I mean, we lost intensity in the first part of the third quarter. We had a 9-point lead, and we let that advantage slip away because they came out with full intensity, and and stopped us, and then scored.
Certainly, I think the key to the game was not scoring when we got the kickoff to begin the second half.
Yeah.
But they had made some changes that we.
Well, again, we're not talking to Coach Meeks tonight, but we have him a captured audience with him for 45 minutes.
Yeah. What did they do? That's what I want to know. What did they see to stop us? I'm sure he's figured it out because we made some changes too, but that'll be interesting on it.
Yes, it will.
That is tonight brought to you by JBA Financial, because the Coach Talk on KDET Radio and on this Net SN all week long, all season long, brought to you by JBA. Because John Black knows a thing or two about leadership.
I don't know. We heard from them in pregame.
Let's play that ad. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
What sort of thing do you expect from a good coach like Rick Meeks? To prepare you, to make you ready for the game, to make sure that the good times outnumber the bad times, but that when bad times come, you can weather the storm. What do you expect from a good financial planner? Well, much the same thing, so that your family and you get across the finish line on top of the world. That's why JBA Financial sponsors our Coach Talk with Rick Meeks. JBA Financial and Rough Rider Football.
Look at everybody out on the field. We didn't do the post-game show because of the danger of lightning. Nobody's concerned.
It doesn't look like it.
That's probably a bad call on my part, but it gives us a chance to at least address our Center Motor Company player of the game. That was huge. You guys have got to get off the field. Anyway, Center Motor Company player of the game. A lot of candidates.
What we talked about can always be our running back and quarterback. Can do it every week.
If it was the first half, you just have to go with Caden Dixon or Cash Cross as like a split vote.
Real quick, I just got back from off the field, and word from them is that lightning doesn't exist in Louisiana. So.
Right, really? Because that's what it seems like. All right, go ahead.
I was but you know who? Bellin had a great game as well.
He did.
As did who was 11?
11, yeah. So the Ratcliffe, he was the go-to.
Offensively and defensively. So we had lots of guys besides the usual suspects.
And we chose a non-usual suspect as our player of the game.
Yes.
Cody Atkinson, number 21. He was definitely a nominee last week too. So the sophomore gets the nod, and we will hopefully talk to him on the Rick Meeks show on Tuesday.
And one last thing.
Did you get a chance to actually talk to Coach Meeks?
I shook his hand, said, hey, we're trying to get people off the field because of the lightning. He said, thanks. But just the entire team, tears in their eyes.
Really?
Yeah, they obviously upset. And that's terrible for them that they lost, but it's great for them because it means they care. And I think that's great going forward that we have people that care so much to the point to where they would actually be emotional after a loss like this.
Because those folks are going to look forward to practice. Let's get back at it.
Let's get them back again next week. So
we will hear from Center Motor Company, who has brought us your player of the game, Cody Atkinson. We'll be right back.
County.
Okay, everybody. What if we played them 10 times? What would our record be? I mean, they're two pretty good, evenly matched teams.
Well, my first thought would be 4-6, but I'm a homer, so I'd say 5-5.
Okay. What do you think?
9-1. Not playing. I think we played pretty good today.
I do too.
Despite some of our errors, I think those errors would happen either way. I don't want to say that this was the best we could have played, so I think I'm going to have to go 3.5 out of 10. I think we could win 3.5, maybe 4. Yeah.
Or some of them in look. The officiating played a huge role.
Yes.
And I'm not. And they made a lot of calls. I mean, they made a ton of calls against both teams.
Right.
And with our purple shaded glasses on, we feel like that the more important when we're against us. But I think when you look at it from an objective perspective, I think it was pretty close. But it's still a lot there's a lot of stuff that
And it's
a lot of ways they change.
It's
the
probably officiated differently in Texas.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't really thinking if the games are split. If we play 5 in Louisiana and 5 in Texas, I'll say 5 and 5.
Okay.
If we play 10 in Center, I'll say 6 and 10. And if we play
6 and 4.
6 and 4, my bad. 6 out of 10. And if we play 10 in Louisiana, I'll say 4 out of 10.
Okay. I'm good with that. I don't think either team has a particular advantage, and I concur. Here's our final scoreboard brought to you by Batters Law Firm, because if your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Hemphill is leading West Sabine by 8, 40-32, late fourth quarter. In county, Joaquin had made it a game. In the fourth quarter with just under 9 minutes, it's 50-36. Joaquin came back. Mid-fourth quarter, Alto and San Augustine all tied at 21. Timpson beats Dangerfield by 7 points, which is a little less than the predictions said they would. Shelbyville shut out Elysian Fields 32-0, and Garrison is shutting out Warren 26-0. That's kind of what we figured. So good game for the teams in the county, as it usually is. Well, everybody, that is about it. We would have talked to our cheerleader of the night. We've not talked to a cheerleader one for different reasons. We'll hear from Gaddy's, who would have brought us that, and then we'll be back to finish up.
Gaddy's Medical Supply is your one-stop shop for all your medical supply needs.
Jack Allen, where's my ankle wrap stuff for my sore ankle?
Your ankle wrap or your Kinesio wrap?
The old guy wrap.
The ankle wrap. It's in the top bathroom drawer.
Okay, thanks.
If you are recovering from an illness or an injury, Gaddy's Medical Supply can offer you the support you'll need.
Jack Allen?
Yeah?
Where did I put the raised toilet seat?
Check behind the door.
Right.
From crutches to canes to chairs, Gaddy's Medical is there for you.
Behind which door?
The hall bathroom, Dad?
Okay.
Okay, take care of yourself or someone you love with Gaddy's Medical Supply.
Keep your car running with Rough Rider Oil and Lube, and find it when you need it at Bob's Pawn and Gun Shop. Shelby Veterinary Associates, because your animal is part of your family. And Center Tire Company on Hurst Street. Okay, it's time for the extra point segment. Counselor, your quick final thoughts.
Like I said, win, lose, or draw, the many lessons to be learned from this football game. It's a pre-district game. It really doesn't affect much.
No.
So I'm looking forward to talking to Coach Meeks on Tuesdays to get his thoughts from this and get ready for Dangerfield.
Who comes home to Center. Our second home game will be against Dangerfield's smaller than us, but they are a foe that we have played often in pre-district here and there, and they're a very good team down in 3A. Had their hands full with Timpson.
They used to be our size forever.
That's right. Yeah, a long time ago. When we were in school, they were 3A was 3A. They were there.
One of the things I love about Towns is why did you name it that? Dangerfield.
Yeah.
So, something might have happened there.
Or some dude named Danger.
Oh.
Is Danger my middle name?
Well, that does it for the Wiggins Farms postgame show with some wisdom for you to consider. We'd like to thank our
Red Horse takes it to the house. This has been a presentation of the Rough Rider broadcast team, brought to you by Watt.